At Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure, we cater for everyone, from top sporting athletes to relaxed casual sporting individuals and everyone in between. We also provide a large range of teamwear services and cater for schools and clubs. Orders can be customised to your specification to suit your individual needs. From clothing to equipment, we've got you covered.
You're very welcome to Donegal GAA TV's coverage of tonight's intermediate quarter-final championship match at the Scarvey in Buncrana between Naomh Padraig of Uskaheen and Malainn. It's the quarter-final of the Michael Murphy's Sport and Leisure Intermediate Football Championship. This is the first of four quarter-finals of the weekend, and I'm joined here. My name's Damien Dowds, and I'm joined here by former Donegal player and an intermediate championship winner himself back in 2003, 2004,
Damien, yeah.
Paul McGonigal. So Paul, we're a big crowd starting to gather over here on the terrace at the Scarvey ahead of a very eagerly anticipated quarter final between Muff and Malainn.
Yeah, big local derby, Damien, in a quarter final. It's unique. Hasn't happened, Buncrana had them in Carndonagh last year, but it's the first time obviously with Naomh Padraig winning the junior championship last year and making great strides this year again into the quarter final here. So massive crowd on both sides of the field here, and still a few making their way in. So big game under lights on a Saturday evening and in the showing, and it's just really is hard to beat.
The sides met about 3 weeks ago in the group stage of the championship, and on that occasion the game finished Malainn 113 and Naomh Padraig 16 points. That game was down in Chur, a home game for Muff on that occasion. Malainn qualifying for the quarterfinals with a final day win over Bundoran last weekend. Josh Conlon, their centre half forward, hitting 2 late goals to help them to a win over Bundoran. That has brought them up to, I think they finished 4th in the league ladder at the end of the group stage, and they're playing 5th place Naomh Padraig. So there was nothing to pick between the teams when they met 3 weeks ago down at Chur, Paul. And it's how do you see this one panning out tonight? Is there a clear favourite here, or?
I don't know that there's a clear favourite. I think it'll probably take its own life when the thing gets going, Damien, but I don't believe there's a clear favourite in the game in Chur. Just showed that, although Malainn were in the ascendancy in that game and probably should have seen the game out, although typical Naomh Padraig rallied in the last quarter and eked out a very good result for them, which has them here. So with Malann's experience, semi-finals over the last number of years, quarter-finals over the last number of years, you would expect them. But that being said, Naomh Padraig are coming from obviously the Ulster Championship winning All-Ireland appearance last year, and that confidence and that form and that lift that's given them has brought them to where they are this evening. And they're coming here, and you can see in the warm-up and sense from them they're coming full of beans, looking forward to it. They're very confident in themselves. They're very assured in what they do as well, under Daniel McCauley and the management team there. So they won't really count for anything in history. It's going to take a life of its own, I think. Keelan McColgan's going to be a huge part to play in it, and if he or Johnny Toy finish man of the match, it'll likely mean Naomh Padraig have the game won.
Absolutely. We'll just go through the two starting lineups here. There's been a few changes, particularly on the Naomh Padraig side. They've lost a few players through injury. We'll start in goals with Jamin McCain is the goalkeeper. The full back line, Michael McCarran, and this is where the first replacement is. Keelan Harkin is out injured. He'll not play any part today. And I think we're going to have a moment's silence here. We're going to have her on the vein. So we'll just pause for her on the vein here, and we'll come back with the team lineups after that. Okay. Around the Vade and the pre-match formalities are almost concluded now. We'll just go through the Naomh Padraig team. Dermot McCain's in goals. Michael McCarron is in the full back line along with Darren McIntyre. Keelan Harkin is out. He will be replaced probably in the full back line by Cormac Kelly, and it's likely Drew McKinney, another one of the boys that's named amongst the subs. Drew be wearing 19. He's likely to come into the defence today as well. Oisin McIntyre, Cormac Kelly, Jason McCallion's the half back line. Ewan Mullen and Cormac McColgan is the centre field pairing. There's two changes in the half forward line from the team announced earlier in the week. Patrick Hurd and Kevin Doherty are out, but in come Johnny Toy and in comes Ronan Hoy in the half forward line. Johnny Toy wearing 17, Hoy wearing 28. Keelan McColgan, the County Star, is at left half forward wearing number 12, and then the full forward line for Naomh Padraig, no changes there. Killian Doyle, Jamie McColgan and Jamie McCauley. On the Malainn team, there's one change from the team that was put out earlier in the week. It is Taylor Boner is coming in place of Ryan Majogan. Boner's more likely to play out around the centre of the field. But the Malainn team is in goals: Daniel Malarkey, Gary Farron, Kieran Doherty and Daniel Green's the full back line. The half back line is Sean Byrne, Oisin McGonigal and Mac McLaughlin. Christy Fildara and Kieran O'Kane at centre field. Sean O'Neill, Josh Conlon and Dara Douglas in the half forward line, with Paul McLaughlin, Seamus Houghton and Taylor Boner in the full forward line. And referee tonight is Anthony McCallig from Naomh Ultan Club. He's assisted on the line by two men from the Naomh Columkill Club in Newton, Martin McKinley and Anthony Finn. And the game is underway here. Muff are playing down towards the clubhouse, or Malainn are playing down towards the clubhouse end, and they're on the attack here. Early days. Kieran O'Kane lays the ball back. Christy Fildara is out on his trusty left foot. He's outside the small D at least there. Malainn holding possession. Sean O'Neill lays the ball back, I think, to Paul McLaughlin. There's an effort at the post, and that has been awarded. So that, I believe, is Paul McLaughlin getting Malainn off the mark with the first score of the game inside the opening minute, Paul.
Yeah, excellent score by Malainn. They looked at intensity. Kieran O'Kane smashed the ball and was almost first to the break as the half backs and half forwards had actually come past the break. Had moved that far forward. Christy Vildara played it very quickly outside, and a really, really good and confident start for Paul McLaughlin, first score. Malainn.
So kick out from O'Kane, gets to the centre field. Drew McKinney it is that wins the ball there. He's awarded a free. He's heavily tackled by the Malainn men. He finds out to Keelan McColgan. Keelan McColgan underneath the terrace. He has an advantage allowed to him. He has a whack from away out. He's put the ball into Kevin Lynch. Lynch is in the corner of the square. The advantage is still being allowed, and Anthony McCallig has still allowed to continue there. It's Naomh Padraig with I think it's Jamie McCauley in the corner. He has a shot at the post, but that has gone wide.
Yeah, so you can see the Naomh Padraig tactics straight away. Kevin Lynch isolated 1-on-1, and then I think it was Killian, young Killian.
Was it Killian Doyle? Was it Paul? Was it?
Following in from the breaks, the early ball in from Keelan McColgan. They're trying to upset things in the full back line, but Kevin himself got on the end of it then again, but just dragged a shot to the left and wide.
That'll be the first start of the championship for Big Kevin Lynch. He's been carrying a persistent foot injury since Naomh Padraig's run to the Junior Championship All-Ireland Club Final in Croke Park back in January. But they have got him back in the edge of the square there. He got 20 minutes or so in the game against Burt last weekend. I think that was his second appearance of the championship. This is Keelan McColgan going through. The advantages have been allowed by Anthony McCallig there. McColgan was taken down after he hit the shot, so it's going to be a close range free for Naomh Padraig here, and Johnny Toy will step up and be able to. Well, it's actually Kevin Lynch that's going to take the 13-metre free. So Lynch just in the third minute of the game here. Lynch has a little tap over free, which he duly converts to level the scores here.
Yeah, straightforward kick for Kevin. That's the kind of free kick you want as a free taker. Your first kick of the match from 13 metres on your side. Again, Keelan McColgan, the danger man, he was going down the centre, and there's probably no need. He may have got a shot off, but there's probably no need to just put that little hand and made an easy decision for Anthony McCallig, the referee.
So long kick out now from Daniel Malarkey. It is broken down and is taken by Sean O'Neill. Sean O'Neill puts the ball forward to Dara Douglas. We get the break of the ball again. Douglas is chasing after it, but it's Darren McIntyre. He gets down on the ball, still loose, battling hard there underneath the terrace for Sean O'Neill. Is going to try and pick the ball up. He's got three muff men for company there, but he's laid the ball back out. Looks like it's to Conlon. It's going to be switched across. It's coming across now to Mac McLaughlin. They've got men over here on the right hand side. Oisin McGonigal Oisin McGonigal has the ball taken off him by Hoy. Hoy's making his first appearance of the season probably for Naomh Padraig as well. Oisin McGonigal is out in the corner. He puts the ball into the square. They're looking for Seamus Houghton. It drops kindly for Dara Douglas. Dara Douglas has a shot for goal, but it is denied. And Naomh Padraig have won a free out here now. That was a big chance there for Naomh Padraig, Paul.
Yeah, great intensity, great start to the match on both sides, in fact, and that was first real sort of scrap for possession and battle out there, and Malainn eventually came out on top of it. Greasy surfaces here with the rain we've had all day, but the pitch holding up really well. Dangerous ball into Seamus Houghton, and he got the breakdown and the shot from Dara Douglas. I had a look at the referee just to see was he going to consider a foot block, but in fairness, it would have been very, very harsh on the Naomh Padraig defence, and they've broken well up the field again now into an established attack here.
Yeah, Malainn have dropped they've dropped their 11 men back inside their own half there, so they're trying to defend, and you have Mac McLaughlin has taken the marking duties up on Keelan McColgan as the rain starts to fall here at the Scarvey. That's another wide for Muff there. That's their second wide of the game.
Yeah, and it's Darragh McIntyre's picking up the danger man from Malainn, and Josh Conlon hasn't really got on the ball just yet, Josh, but he's going man-to-man on him, and there's a few matchups now starting to materialise all over the field. But the breaks are happening both ways, and Malainn in possession here on the attack again.
So Malainn have won the break again from their own kick out here, so they're not winning the clean at the moment, but they are winning the break. They can be content enough of that. Paul Gallagher, the Malainn manager, and his backroom team. So Sean O'Neill switches the ball across the field to Christy McLaughlin, team captain, Christy Fildara. Sullivan down as a heavy shower of rain passes over the Scarvey here. He's on his left foot. You can hear the calls coming from the Naomh Padraig bench about him being so predominantly left-footed, but it's Kieran O'Kane now. He's from outside of the late by Garrick. It's going to fall in on top of Seamus Houghton, but the ball has broken and it's been won in there by Killian Doyle. Partly won. It's been taken back by Malainn. Conlon lays the ball back outside of the big D, outside of the arc. Fildara skips away, takes a pass back from Sean O'Neill, and Christopher Fildara hits the second point. 2-1 Malainn lead.
Yeah, and the physicality of Malainn seems to be coming to the fore here, even at this early stage, Damien, with just those little battles that have been won outside in the arc. And Christopher Fildara was involved a couple of times, got himself in a great position to kick a very straightforward goal. But excellent kick from Jamie O'Kane there.
He picks out Ronan Hoy. Ronan Hoy unmarked, and O'Kane found him expertly there with that. So the midfielder, Ewan Mullen, is in possession. He plays it out to McIntyre. That's Oisin McIntyre, one of the two McIntyre brothers on the team. McIntyre puts the long ball into Kevin Lynch. It is won in there by Jamie McCauley. He gets the break after Kieran Doherty broke the ball off Kevin Lynch. So that's a second point for Naomh Padraig, 2 points apiece.
Yeah, it's very straightforward and simple from Naomh Padraig in terms of their attack there, and Jamie McCauley with a good finish, but probably a real good sniff at a goal opportunity there for Naomh Padraig, but satisfied with the point.
Yeah, that tussle between big Kieran Doherty and Kevin Lynch on the end of the square there is going to be very interesting. No more so than it will be at the other end, where Cormac Kelly, who's wearing 6, is back picking up Seamus Houghton. So both Malainn and Naomh Padraig have absolute men mounting on the edge of the square. Now Keelan McColgan is cutting inside. He's drawn the free again. There's an advantage being allowed here. Kevin Lynch breaks through one tackle, and with his left foot he strokes it over the bar for a 3 points to 1 or 3 points to 2 lead for Naomh Padraig.
Yeah, almost everything that's coming through Naomh Padraig at the moment is coming through Keelan McColgan, and they're having real difficulty, and they're not exactly showing the discipline levels that are going to be needed to deal with Keelan. They may have even fancied the 2-point free kick when the advantage was played there, but Keelan McColgan through to Kevin Lynch, pop over score again. So Naomh Padraig forward line absolutely purring at this stage, and be very, very happy with their start.
Absolutely, yeah. So Daniel Malarkey now, the Malainn goalkeeper, he's come in for the championship after the Malainn goalkeeper Zach Conlon sustained a wrist injury. I think he had a fracture or a break. So Malarkey with a long kick is coming out here to the right. Christopher Fildara goes up high for it, and it's broken down again, and it's going to be won in there by the cornerback. That's by Daniel Green. Daniel Green takes the risk, plays it back. Naomh Padraig battle hard for the ball. They get the ball. They've taken possession of it, and it's come right now to Drew McKinney. We're 19. Drew McKinney's looking for Keelan McColgan. Keelan McColgan soles off his right. He's outside of the arc now. He lays off a 1-2 with Kevin Lynch. Kevin Lynch has another shot at the post. He's kind of hit as that one leaves his boot. But that's a third wide of the game from off. But they still lead, Paul, by 3 points to 2.
Yeah, very much again. And again, the last pass was played to him by Keelan McColgan. But just a note on Kevin Lynch, that was his second excellent turnover in open play as well. So he's not just there to try and finish these moves. He's working really, really hard for his team from a defensive perspective as well.
It's going to be very exciting for Naomh Padraig to see Kevin Lynch back making a start. He was such a key man for them. He's I don't know what he is. He's about 6'4", 6'5". He's a real handful. And he's a brilliant finisher. And with 2 points on the board, one from a free, one from open play as well so far. It's going to be very interesting to see how he develops throughout this second half. Now we have probably Malon's most exciting attacking player, Josh Conlon. He is shimmying his way past a couple of players, but he's been turned back. Malin have men free here on the right. So it's Kieran O'Kane playing the ball back over towards that left wing, where Taylor Boner, who's just making his return to the championship team for Malin tonight after being carried off in the game against Buncrana on the opening day. So Christopher Fodara, he's over here. He's got a wand of a left foot, but he's going to have to play the ball back here. O'Kane's back. We have Gary Farron as well, the veteran cornerback, has moved up out of his own half. He's stolen through. It's laid off here now to Dara Douglas. Dara Douglas spills the ball out of his possession. Ronan Hoy is in, wins the dirty ball, loses the dirty ball. It's back with Gary Farron. And we're going to have a pop at the post there, which has gone well wide from Josh Conlon. A bit of a snapshot there. It's Malon's first wide. Maybe a wee bit more composure would have been the order of the day there, Paul.
Yeah, it was a wee bit rash. I think Josh is trying to get himself into the game. I wouldn't have been surprised if there was a free call against him just about a minute earlier in that initial phase of the attack from Malin. Good composure shown him up until the last second there, where Josh, I think he was just trying to force something there where it wasn't really merited.
So Kane again with a long kick out. It's reaching about the 65-metre line, but the break has come again to Malin. Malin have been really good on winning these breaks, getting up, breaking it, winning it. It's Douglas, plays it out to the right, out where Josh Conlon is. Josh Conlon looks to have put that one very close, but has just been waved wide by the umpires there. So there is a second wide for Conlon, but it's 3 points to 2 that Naomh Padraig lead. And we're watching O'Kane now as he prepares for another kick out. Can Muff get their hands on clean possession here from their own kick out?
Narrowly wide from Josh Conlon in that stage, but the physicality of Malin around that middle sector is becoming very, very apparent. And
so
he struggled with the kick here now.
Here is coming to Paul Fildara. Paul McLaughlin has his cousin Christy coming off his shoulder outside of the thick. Christopher McLaughlin's through, and he screws the ball off the right foot, off his left foot and wide. A big goal chance there for Malin. That came from the kick out that went askew and went to Paul McLaughlin. Big goal chance for Malin, and they have missed it, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. Christy, as you can see in his face here, he's frustrated with that there. He seemed to, he certainly went for the wrong side of the goal when he was in that close end, but poor kick out from Jim O'Kane. He's under pressure there because of the physicality around the middle, so he tried to force a kick into space, and now he's going to be forced long, but Christy Fodara will be very, very annoyed at himself there, and it's another poor kick here.
Paul is right, yeah. That has broken there, fortunately, for Naomh Padraig. Fildara just couldn't quite get his hands on it now. Johnny Toy is looking for Keelan McColgan. Keelan McColgan is inside the 45-metre line, but in credit to Mac McLaughlin, he is going to get down on the ball, and it's going to be a free out. Anthony McCallig awarding a free out to the Malin defender on that occasion. Now, plays the ball back into their own danger area, but that looks like it's going to work out okay for Malin. It's coming out to the Malin defence, are playing it out through the hands there. Sean Byrne is coming out now to centre field. Is that Dara Douglas in possession over there? Now, they've found Mac McLaughlin. McLaughlin has had the task of managing and minding and marking Keelan McColgan so far, but he's now up in the attacking half, and it comes to the very talented Sean O'Neill. Sean O'Neill soloing across the 65-metre line, laying it off to Christy Fildara. Taylor Boner, I think it is. In possession, Fildara and O'Neill switch possession again. Naomh Padraig trying to keep O'Neill out there. He dances away, he dances around Jason McCallion there, Sean O'Neill. He has a whack at the post. It's going to drop short. This is where Seamus Houghton is able to break the ball down into the hands of Sean Byrne. There's huge appeals here for a penalty from Malin, but referee Anthony McCallig is having absolutely none of it, and he has awarded a free out to Naomh Padraig. That's another bit of a let-off for Naomh Padraig there, because Sean Byrne had gone and squeezed in between two players and found himself hit to the ground. No free, or no penalty, says McCallig, and the play has swiftly moved down to the other end of the pitch. Johnny Toy now just crossing through the midfield. He gets a solo off his left. Has he got much support with him? He's got Ewan Mullen. Ewan Mullen is just outside of the big arc now. Keelan McColgan. Keelan McColgan takes it. He's got 2-3 Malin men, but he's managed to break through the first tackle. No joy there. He gets an excellent pick up under big pressure. He's been held around the waist, and it's a free against Keelan McColgan for overcarrying there from referee Anthony McCauley.
Well, I have to agree with the referee in both occasions there. I thought Sean Byrne did try to burst his way through players there the last time and really wasn't getting anywhere, and it was hard to see there was any impeding from any of the Naomh Padraig defence, who simply stood their ground, and more likewise against Keelan McColgan, who's just won an excellent turnover here for Naomh Padraig. Again, it was just a case of numbers, and again, greasy conditions, bit of a soap bar of the football, and a great score here coming from Naomh Padraig.
It has just gone over the bar there. It looked like the goalkeeper Daniel Malarkey did get up to get his hand on it. It was Ewan Mullen's shot in, and it just dropped under the bar. Malarkey got up under pressure from Kevin Lynch. He got the fist hit, and it's over the bar, and that makes it 4 points to 2.
And again, Damien came off a really good forced turnover there from Keelan McColgan, working hard. His forwards from Naomh Padraig are really working hard to see the opportunity to strip ball off players this evening on the greasy conditions, and it's paying dividends for them so far.
Yeah, Muff have been living off scraps when it comes to the kickouts, but they've managed to get possession on this one. Drew McKinney's off his left foot. That's a short ball into Malarkey's hands. Now Malin are looking to work it out through the hands. It's Christopher Fildara. He's back inside, deep inside his own 45. He has, for support, big Kieran Doherty, the full-back. He delivers the ball long in there. That's a ball that doesn't really favour Josh Conlon, but he does win it anyway. Now he's laid off to Dara Douglas. Dara Douglas gets a heavy tackle from Cormac McColgan, but the ball has broken up around the neck on Josh Conlon. Josh Conlon has a pop from the end of from the edge of the arc anyway. The ball has come in to Big Houghton. Houghton has managed to win it. He's through on the keeper. The keeper has saved it. There's an advantage being allowed. The advantage rule is cracking when you look at it now, because there's been a long phase of play there. Malin have had the chance at the goal. The keeper has made the save from it, and it's brought back now for the foul earlier on Josh Conlon.
Yeah, long ball again, and none of these teams are afraid to shoot from distance, because they know if it goes short, they have a threat between Seamus Houghton and Kevin Lynch on both sides of the field. And in this occasion, Seamus Houghton, if he gets a better chance this evening again, and in credit to Jim McCain, stood his ground and made the save. But another really, really good goal chance for Malin in this game, and they may come to rue. Now, from my mind, this free was actually inside the arc, but it looks like Josh Conlon may get away with a 2-point effort here. We'll just keep an eye on this.
So Conlon's foot is just on the arc as it goes in. It's going to go over the bar, and the referee has given a 2-pointer. It did look, replays, people watching at home, we don't have replays here, unfortunately, in the commentary booth. The people watching at home will be able to see whether or not that free was committed inside or outside there.
They may just have got away with one there, but a very good score from Josh Conlon. That might bring him a little bit more, and he was the initial point of contact, the first link in relation to that first play there, so good to see him getting into the game now. Drew McKinney doing an awful amount of hard work and hard graft, as is Cormac McCullen for this Naomh Padraig team. They deploy in one sweeper, and it's typically Drew McKinney in behind the front line when they do get back inside, and if it's not him, in the last occasion it was Jason McCallion. So they all obviously know their roles and their jobs, and they're executing them pretty well. But back in it again, it's all square. There's not going to be much between these two teams today, Damien.
Yeah, both sides are really well coached here, and the Naomh Padraig team as well, that won the junior championship in Donegal last year, really did stand out as one of the best junior champions that the county ever produced. But that ball's been turned over in there. Muff were looking to get the ball into Johnny Toy. It didn't quite work. It's been carried out now across the 65-metre line by Kieran O'Kane in centre field. He's looking for the long ball through. There's Conlon onto it again. Conlon doesn't take it at the first attempt, but he gets it at the second. He's got Sean Byrne inside. Byrne is through again this time. There's no man in front of him. He goes for the goal chance. It goes over the goal line. They can't keep it out, the Muff defence. That's what Sean Byrne tried to do the first time when he was taken down. That's the opening goal of the game from Malin. It's 1-4 to 4 points for Malin. We have about 18 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, really swift attack. They moved the ball very, very quickly, and ended up getting an overload here, and Sean Byrne making a great run through. But it slipped it through Jim McCain's legs for the goal. Great finish. And again, 15 minutes into the game, 17, 18 minutes into the game here now, and that's the third really strong, good goal chance that the Malin team has had, and the first they've managed to execute. So momentum here, all with Malin at the moment.
And another break won by the Malainn men in midfield, though Sean O'Neill has been penalised there for over-carrying. Now, referee Anthony McCallig is going to throw the ball up. So it's a throw up now for to be contested here just inside the 65-metre line. Up goes O'Kane. The ball breaks into Jason McCallan. It's given now to Keelan McColgan. Keelan McColgan has McCallan in front of him. McColgan has in a tangle there with Mac McLaughlin, with the linesman is on top of it, so it's all settled down very quick. Muff have retained possession now, has come to Drew McKinney. McKinney has Hoy behind him now. Hoy's providing the cover for that Naomh Padraig defence, and he's moving up inside or coming close to the 45-metre line, and it's gone over there now to Zach Killian Doyle, I think. Killian Doyle or Jamie McCauley. I do confuse him from time to time. It's back out with Ewan Mullen. Mullen's already got a point on the board. It's coming out to Darren McIntyre. Darren McIntyre has a shot. It kind of skews off his foot. There's a battle in there between Toy and Daniel Green, and the Malainn defence have managed to break that, and they are in the possession again, and they have the ball inside their own 20-metre line. Mufford putting a high, hard press on them here, but Malainn look to have just about broken it. Sean O'Neill has given them the bit of space, and now Malainn comes surging out. Sean Byrne again is free over here on this right wing. Byrne, the goal scorer, has got not too many men in front of him. He's got Houghton to make the move in there, but he moves the ball back across the centre field, where Kieran O'Kane and Taylor Boner, the Malainn's youthful midfield partnership, are passing over and back between them here, and it has gone to the wing back, Mac McLaughlin. He finds Dara Douglas. Dara Douglas has been closely marked there by Ronan Hoy, but it's Sean O'Neill. Sean O'Neill has the ball just on the 65. He has O'Kane. O'Kane's an excellent 2-point shooter, but he is looking to see if he can find, I think it's Sean Byrne in there. Sean Byrne's in the corner again. He's been much involved in this game. Back to Christopher Fildara. Christopher Fildara lays the ball off to Oisin McGonigal, and I think that is given as a 1-pointer by the referee, Anthony McCallig. That's a 1-pointer, a fine score from Oisin McGonigal there as Mal move into a 1-5 to 4-point lead.
Yeah, and I think his first game of the championship season was against Buncrana and Malainn, and he wasn't long back, I believe, at this time, and certainly wasn't as trim looking as what he is at the moment, but I was well impressed with him that evening. And the more than that here tonight, his composure on the ball, his physicality, the timing of his run, and his confidence to take that shot on there. Excellent score from Malainn, who are well on top of the stage. And just Damien, in relation to the ball in the Naomh Padraig forward line, it seems to struggle if it's not through Keelan McColgan through to Kevin Lynch. The other Malainn forwards not just getting in the game the way they should, and certainly Johnny Toy from open play hasn't had any influence in this game whatsoever, and Naomh Padraig are going to need him to be a lot more on the ball, a lot more involved in this game if they're going to start putting a dent in this Malainn lead.
Absolutely. So now it's Ronan Hoy making his first championship appearance of the season, along with Drew McKinney. McKinney spent most of the summer in America and has only just come back of late. I think he's played a couple of games of the championship so far. Sat out last week's game, but there is Keelan McColgan with a long-range effort that has gone over for a 2-point effort. That is an amazing, phenomenal score from Keelan McColgan.
Yeah, that's just pure class. And he wasn't just 40 metres out there. I think he was the side of the 45 as well. What a phenomenal score. Great inspiration, great leadership shown by the inter-county footballer, Keelan, and hopefully that'll give his team a bit of a lift now, a bit of a boost. He's always deployed
at that cornerback, Paul, with the inter-county team, but he is a score getter as well at this level.
Absolutely.
At least,
the pace, the power, the directness is really, really difficult to deal with. But I mean, that was all about quality and accuracy there too. And again, these inter-county footballers these days, it's a stroke of the ball and it's travelling 60-70 metres. It's class to watch, in all honesty, and they step up when they come to intermediate level. They really, really do tend to stand out here. But Malainn back on the attack again.
Yeah, and this is Sean Byrne again. A lot of play has gone through him in this first half. It's out to Kieran O'Kane. Kieran O'Kane throws the dummy. Ewan Mullen buys it. O'Kane's through on the goal. He has a goal chance. It's saved on the line. It's taken off the line there by Cormac Kelly. What a great save. An important save for Naomh Padraig that will be taken off the line. Kieran O'Kane desperately unlucky to be denied what would be a second goal for Malainn, but as it is, it's Naomh Padraig. They're breaking. Cormac McColgan, he's been quiet so far. He's passing the 65. They've got two men in on the edge of the square, but he has been held up there and turned back by Christopher Fildara. He's trying to break it through, so Malainn have had time to get their men back into their own half here now. So the Malainn defence has got somewhat reset after that big surge up front that ended with Cormac Kelly making the save from Kieran O'Kane.
Yeah, Malainn are getting massive joy down their right hand side, the defensive side, Naomh Padraig's left, and it's not something that they've dealt with yet. It's not something they seem to recognise here yet as well. Everything that's coming strong from Malainn is coming down this side of the field, and once again the Naomh Padraig attack slightly misfiring here, not getting their messages right here. Hello, Kevin Lynch is back in here again with a superb score.
That's an excellent score. You could hear the spectators on the far terrace there. They'd seen that had gone over before we could see it from the commentary position here. But that is a phenomenal score from Kevin Lynch. That's what I was saying. He's not just a big man, Paul. He's able to do everything, and he is a scorer.
He's
for
a serious finisher
well.
there again. Talking of Keelan McColgan's leadership, himself and Kevin are dragging them through here at this stage. Another phenomenal score, and they don't want to be relying on that type of score all night. But in fairness, they've responded brilliantly to the goal. It's given them a bit of a spark again. They seem to get back into the game here, and they've responded with the last 3 points after the goal. So right back in it here again, 1 point game.
7 points to 1-5. We make it here at the Scarvey as the lights are on here. A break goes now. For once, it falls Naomh Padraig's way. Ewan Mullen winning that break there. Johnny Toy. He's finding Drew McKinney. McKinney's looking. He's got options ahead of him, but he's going to turn back. It's coming back here. It's very high ball. It's a hard pass to take that. Sean O'Neill has it. He's looking for Paul Fuldara. Fuldara was unmarked here out in the right. Naomh Padraig managed to get a block in, and that might have been Drew McKinney that got the block, and they've got the block, and they've turned it over. They're back inside the Malainn 45. Toy from out beyond the 45 puts the ball in high and long, and it's taken in there by Daniel Malarkey. And there's a goal chance. Was that Lynch? Lynch with a goal chance. Lynch nets the goal chance, and they're right back in. That high ball into the square at both ends is just causing havoc at both ends.
Yeah, and again, but this has come again, and I think the last goal came off a turnover as well. Sean O'Neill there, a bit rash. He had a really straightforward pass to play out to his right hand side to allow Paul McLaughlin away. Gets half blocked, semi blocked, it's down the field. I believe Johnny Toy was absolutely going for a point there because Kevin Lynch wasn't even around the square, and when Malarkey came out and panned it out, it just fell straight into the stride of Kevin Lynch, and he stroked it beautifully into the bottom corner for a super finish.
So what they had there earlier on, they had Toy in around the full forward line earlier, but they've moved him out now to, it looks like their half back line, and they've put young Killian Doyle inside to play off Kevin Lynch in there. But Muff now have a free on their own 65, I think it is, and it has just been started and they've gone with it. So they've Toy unmarked over here on the left. That might be a task of trying to blocking up that left. He breaks past O'Neill. He gets past the centre back, Oisin McGonigal. Lays the ball outside to Michael McCarron. Michael McCarron comes on to his right foot, and Toy sets up McCarron for a 3-point lead for Naomh Padraig.
Yeah, super response again, and again there's no coincidence here that Johnny Toy is getting himself into the game in the last 5 minutes, and that's making things happen. In fairness to Naomh Padraig, they've dropped him deeper, they've got him on the ball, they've made things happen from further out the field, and that's a big change in the game now.
Excellent kick out from Malarkey. It finds, I think it's Kieran Doherty. It's crossed across, or the ball's come across here now to the centre back, Oisin McGonigal. Sean Byrne has got O'Neill outside him, but he's back inside to McGonigal. O'Neill's cutting in here. It's going to come out to Josh Conlon. Josh Conlon has McIntyre for company out there. As soon as he takes the ball, he has McIntyre tackling away at him. That's the Darren McIntyre. The brother Oisin is playing in the half back line. The ball comes in now to Christopher McLaughlin. Christopher McLaughlin is able to turn, but there is they're a little bit far out. Muff have just kept them outside beyond the shooting zone here. They've put the ball into Conlon. It's been turned over, and now Naomh Padraig have a chance to break. They've only got their 3 men up here, so they're trying to break up into the opposition half, but it's Hoy. Hoy is that's Darren McIntyre. McIntyre has got a couple of men to his left here. Michael McCarron, he's just after scoring a point for Naomh Padraig, and they've put it back there to Jason McCallion. Now they've switched it across to Ronan Hoy. They'll be glad to have him back in Naomh Padraig. Another one of the players that played a key role in that run to the All-Ireland Junior Club Championship final last season. Now Toy is involved again. He's able to play the ball out the left. Comes off McCauley out.
Game management! Game management! Game management! Let's go! Game management!
Maybe the Mikes have been able to pick that up from Daniel McCauley. Daniel McCauley's imploring his players to keep the game management in place, so they are holding the ball here now. They're not going to carry it rashly into any tackles here. It's Toy. Toy is going through. He's got McColgan in front of him. McColgan's clean through here now. He's got men in front of him, and he has just chipped that over the bar there now. This is Naomh Padraig. This second quarter have absolutely belonged to them. They trailed by 1-5 to 4 points, and they now lead by 1-9 to 1-5. They have reeled off, what's that, 1-5 without reply.
Yeah, massive turnaround, and Malainn are going to have to. Daniel Green was doing a super job on Johnny Toy, and they've switched Johnny Toy out and moved Killian Doyle inside. Daniel Green's picked up Killian, but they need to put him back out on Johnny Toy. Johnny Toy needs to be taken out of the game again if they try to get control. Everything is now going through him. Game management, I think, was a bit of a code for let's get the space opened up for Keelan McColgan, and Johnny Toy just pops it off to him and he goes through for a very simple score. I don't believe it was just to slow the game down. I think it's a bit of a code that they have, but great response by them to the goal. But the big issue for Malainn, and it's happened just once again, they cannot get Josh Conlon on the ball. They can't find those spaces that they were finding a little bit earlier on. So Naomh Padraig completely on top with a couple of minutes left of the first half.
Yeah, Malann's attacks are all breaking down around that half-forward line. They're always just being turned over. They're not able to get that pass. They're not able to find their man. And as it is, it's Naomh Padraig on the attack. It's Keelan McColgan. He's put the ball inside now to Killian Doyle. Doyle is down, picks it up. He's going to cut out onto his right foot. He's trying to have to leave the ball back. He can't leave the ball back. It's battling hard in there. The Malainn defence look to have got on top of it, and he's been penalised, the former county minor, by the referee Anthony McCallig. It's a free out for Malainn. It's found.
Killian Doyle's a very exciting young player. I've seen him for many years at this stage. He's a bit light yet. He's only 18 years of age. Probably needed to release that really quickly once he went into contact. He was always going to struggle with a stronger Malainn defence.
So Sean O'Neill plays the ball out to the left to Christopher Fuldara. Fuldara, the team captain, he's surging forward here. He's surging forward. He continues to surge forward. Fuldara has gone 40, 60 yards, and he, off his left foot, then has chipped over an important score for Malainn. They haven't scored, I think, since something like the 18th or 19th minute of the second half. It's 29 on the clock now, and Christopher Fuldara, team captain, leads by example there.
Yeah, great initiative, and he covered ground and left Cormac McColgan trailing in his wake and finished fairly straightforward at the end of that. But a massive bit of leadership shown there. So Malainn hopefully now will try and get the next play just as we come to half time here, try and get another score and try and eat into that Malainn lead, or into that Naomh Padraig lead.
1-9 to 1-6. Diarmuid O'Kane standing over the kick out here. Naomh Padraig holding a 3-point lead. It comes out well taken at centre field there by Taylor Boner. He finds Josh Conlon. Conlon plays it wide, spreads it wide to Sean O'Neill. Sean O'Neill's outside the arc. He's got O'Kane inside. He's going to play it back out here to Paul Fuldara. Fuldara back to O'Neill. O'Neill needed to play it back here to Sean Byrne. Sean Byrne has it. They're going to have opportunities to work it across to the right, but referee Anthony McCallig has stopped the game. It's the half-time whistle has been sounded here. The game, this first half has passed at 100 mile an hour, Paul. It's 1-9 to 1-6 that Naomh Padraig lead. Malainn started really well. They went 140 at 4 points up by about midway through the half, but the second quarter of that first half, or the second part of that first half, was all about Naomh Padraig, and they lead at half time here, Paul. We're going to go by 1-9 to 1-6.
Yeah, really good, exciting, open game of football. Difficult conditions, and yet and all still a very high score and entertaining game for everybody here. Yeah, absolutely got the grips of the game, Malainn, but then I think that change of taking Johnny Toy out a bit deeper has made a big difference to the Naomh Padraig team. They're not getting Josh Conlon on the ball, the Malainn lads. There's plenty of time and space up there, but they're maybe a little bit slow trying to deliver it inside and trying to get ahead of the ball a little bit, but all to play for still. But Naomh Padraig will absolutely be the happier side. They've got the momentum with them now, very much in the game, but I still feel it's anybody's game at this stage, Damien.
Absolutely. So at half-time here in the first of the 4 quarter-finals in the Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure Donegal Intermediate Football Championship, the Naomh Padraig, last year's Donegal and Ulster Junior champions, are leading against their initial neighbours Malainn by 1-9 to 1-6. You can join us again for the second half, and we expect a really hard-fought battle in the second half as these two teams vie for a place in the semi-final of this year's Intermediate Championship. Back in about 15 minutes. Here's the ball back, I think, to Paul McLaughlin. There's an effort at the post, and that has been awarded. So that, I believe, is Paul McLaughlin getting Malainn off them. So Lynch just in the 3rd minute of the game here. Lynch has a little tap over free, which is duly converted outside of the arc. Fuldara skips away, takes a pass back from Sean O'Neill, and Christopher Ferdara hits the second point. Two McIntyre brothers on the team. McIntyre puts the long ball into Kevin Lynch. It is won in there by. He's cutting inside. He's drawn the free again. There's an advantage being allowed here. Kevin Lynch breaks through one tackle, and with his left foot, he strokes it over the bar for a 3 points to 1.
Bit of a soap bar, the football, and a great score here coming from Naomh Padraig.
It has just gone over the bar there. It looked like so Conlon's foot is just on the arc as it goes in. It's going to go over the bar, and the referee has given a 2-pointer. It did look across the 65-metre line by Kieran O'Kane in centre field. He's looking for the long ball through. There's Conlon onto it again. Conlon doesn't take it at the first attempt, but he gets it at the second. He's got Sean Byrne inside. Byrne is through again this time. There's no man in front of him. He goes for the goal chance. It goes over in this game. Back to Christopher Ferdara. Christopher Ferdara lays the ball off to Oisin McGonigal, and I think that is given as a 1-pointer by the referee. I think he's played a couple of games of the championship so far. Sat out last week's game, but there is Keelan McColgan with a long-range effort that has gone over for a 2-point effort. That is an amazing play has gone through him in this first half. It's out to Kieran O'Kane. Kieran O'Kane throws the dummy. Ewan Mullen buys it. O'Kane's through on the goal. He has a goal chance. It's saved on the line. It's taken off the line there by Cormac Kelly. What a great
in here, not getting their messages right here. Hello, Kevin Lynch is back in here again.
Kevin
with a
Lynch.
Superb score.
That's an excellent score. You could hear the spectators on the far right and the right. Naomh Padraig managed to get a block in, and that might have been Drew McKenna that got the block, and they've got the block, and they've turned it over. They're back inside the Malainn 45. Toy from out beyond the 45 puts the ball in high and long, and it's taken in there by Daniel Malarkey, and there's a goal chance. It's past the centre back Oisin McGonigal, lays the ball outside to Michael McCarron. Michael McCarron comes on to his right foot, and Toy sets up McCarron for a 3-point. It's Toy. Toy is going through. He's got McColgan in front of him. McColgan's clean through here now. He's got men in front of him, and he has just chipped that over the forward here. He's surging forward. He continues to surge forward. Ferdara has gone 40, 60 yards, and he, off his left foot then, has chipped over an important.
At Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure, we cater for everyone, from top sporting athletes to relaxed casual sporting individuals and everyone in between. We also provide a large range of teamwear services and cater for schools and clubs. Orders can be customised to your specification to suit your individual needs. From clothing to equipment, we've got you covered.
And you're welcome back to the Scarvey here in Buncrana for the second half of the Donegal Intermediate Football Championship quarter-final between Naomh Padraig and Malainn. This is Damien Dowes on commentary. I'm going to be joined by Paul McGonigal, who's here on co-coms with me tonight. And we are just getting ready for the resumption of the second half of the game here. Naomh Padraig, who are up from the Junior Championship last season, they lead their Inishowen rivals Malainn by 1-9 to 1-6 at half time here. And referee Anthony McCallie from the Naomh Olton Club down around Duncanedy is just preparing to get the second half underway here. I can't see any changes amongst the two teams. Ball's in the air, second half is on. Malainn win the break. Sean O'Neill has possession out on the 65. He has got, I think it's Dara Douglas, is it? No, it's Taylor Boner. Taylor Boner is soloing down the left side beside the River Crana here at Buncrana. And it's played back across the outside of the arc as Malainn have a long range effort from Christy Fildara. Goes into the edge of the squares, breaks in there. The goalkeeper Dermot O'Kane takes the possession for Naomh Padraig. He finds Cormac McColgan back in the left corner back position. McColgan has won an advantage here. He's got the possession still. He plays a long clearance out to Michael McCarran. The ball skids off the surface here, and McCarran advances into the Malainn half. He lays it off to Keelan McColgan. Keelan McColgan solos, invites the man onto him, puts a long ball in, but that has just drifted narrowly wide. That's the first shot at the post and angle really in the second half, I think, here, and that is a wide for Naomh Padraig, who still lead by 1-9 to 1-6. Paul, any thing that you've been hearing down around the tea room there at half time? What's the vibe? What's the feeling?
The main thing from the tea room is that I watched Cattle Never Boils. Kevin, that's really all we learned there. No, I mean, a lot of similar things in terms of, I see Daniel Green's picking up Johnny Toy here. I'm just quite curious, is that going to be maintained for the course of the game? Because I think it'll be a big factor in the outcome if it is, because he had a measure of him for the first 20 minutes here. So matchups are pretty much exactly as they were. Both teams forced maybe their first attacks for no real reason. A bit of unorthodox defending and transition out of defence from the Naomh Padraig side, but they probably forced both two long kicks early on. Malainn will want to try and get the first score, and Josh Collins dropped a bit deeper here to get his hands on the ball.
So Malainn in possession in the Naomh Padraig half of the field. Christopher Dara is going out onto the right wing. He has to cut in onto his left. He's an excellent kicker off the left. He has an attempt from out beyond the 2-point arc, but that has been waved as a wide by the umpire in there. The referee himself has awarded the point and has given a 2-pointer for it. It has been waved wide by the umpire, so we're just waiting to see what he has given the 2-pointer. Christopher Dara's point will stand for Malainn, and now they are just a 1 point behind. It's 1-8 to Malainn, 1-9 to Naomh Padraig. That 2-pointer is going to go into their positive column.
Well, Anthony Collick obviously felt he had a better view of it than the umpire himself. There are neutral umpires here in operation both sides of the field. But a huge score, and again it's that man Christy Fildara, and the last ball was played to him by Josh Conlon. So the leaders in both teams are very much taking the initiative here now. So it's Malainn were very, very pleased with that, and will go long again inside.
So Naomh Padraig, having lost the kick out there, have managed to turn the ball over after Fildara sent the ball in long, looking for Josh Conlon. It's Dara McIntyre finds Ewan Mullen coming through the centre of field. He is his midfield partner Cormac McColgan for out here just crossing the 65-metre line. Toy is shuffling inside. He tries to get past Daniel Green. He does get past him. Looks like he's been held. Referee's given the advantage. The ball is still in the possession. No advantage accrues. It's back to Toy. It's going to be a free kick for the Naomh Padraig men. Toy is probably out beyond scoring range here, Paul, I would suggest. So he's going to be looking for how can they work a scoring opportunity from this. Toy actually scored a monster free kick from probably a little bit closer in, but not that much closer in, against Buncrana in the group stage of the championship game that Muff won here about 2 weeks ago maybe at this stage. So Toy, can he reprise that excellent score he has? The referee is waiting on the ball in. The linesman is well behind the kick. Toy slips as a kick. It's on target. It drops into the hands of Cormac McColgan. McColgan turns and has a snapshot, but he snatches that shot, and that shot has gone wide. I make that a 5th wide for Naomh Padraig of the game so far, and the score remains at 1-9 Naomh Padraig, 1-8 Malainn.
Yeah, it was a bit of a ridiculous score against Buchanan here a number of weeks ago, but it was in very fine conditions, which they're not tonight, and on this occasion he lost his footing. The ball very much dropped short, and Cormac McColgan was under pressure with the opportunity of a score. But Malainn in the ascendancy in terms of possession here at the moment. Can they convert that into scores? A really poor ball inside from Christy Valdara in their last attack to Josh Conlon. Just the absolute antipathy of the ball that Josh Conlon wants. It was played high, it was played long, that guy needs him just dinked inside him, and he just need to get him on it. And he comes here again, looking for him once more. Well shackled again though. Yeah,
Darren McIntyre's having a good game in there on Josh Conlon. After a very bright start for Conlon, he's been quieting down a wee bit because he's been so tightly marked. Naomh Padraig struggling to hold on possession in their own half. McColgan beats one man. He's gone over. He crosses into the Malainn half. He lays the ball back. He puts it over the head of Oisín McIntyre there, but no matter. The ball is collected by the Naomh Padraig defence. It's Ronan Hoy, who spent a lot of the year in England, but is back tonight in the colours of Naomh Padraig, and they are very grateful for it, I'm sure. Killian Doyle's trying to solo down along that sideline, but he's been shown back inside again. It comes across from McKinney, back into McIntyre. Oisín McIntyre, that is. McIntyre puts the ball into Kevin Lynch. Good ball into Lynch. He gets out ahead of Kieran Doherty. Solos low on his right foot. Doherty's trying to force him out into the corner. He has him turned back. Lynch isn't going to score from out there, surely. The two Malainn men collide. Lynch still in possession, and he manages to lay the ball off very well. It's coming onto one of the corner forwards. He's just put it a little bit too high, Doyle. He's put it in there towards Hoy. Hoy has managed. No, he hasn't. The ball has been signalled wide. I'm not sure about that pass there from young Killian Doyle. That was probably an opportunity there for him to take his own score.
Yeah, young Killian should have backed himself and clipped it over. Otherwise, there was a fist pass inside, would have found his man a little bit easier. But huge, massive strength shown by Kevin Lynch there in terms of holding off two large men here in Jimmy Rowe, and then Oisín McGonigal as well. So he is a very, very fine man to have on your side in terms of even holding that, retaining that possession in that occasion.
Malarkey goes long, the ball drops to centre field, but it breaks to McIntyre. That is Darren McIntyre, haven't won that, but it's gone now. Keelan McColgan's through. There's a boot thrown at him there. I didn't see it, it wasn't caught, but the turnover, Malainn have the turnover, and the ball is away. Keelan McColgan was just caught at the very end of that run there. Should have been a free in for the Malainn men, or for the Naomh Padraig man. He's looking over at the linesman, asked him, did he see it? The only problem is the linesman can't call it. It has to be the referee. So Malainn have made the most of this turnover. Josh Conlon, he does get away from the very sticky Darren McIntyre. And the ball has worked its way across to Dara Douglas. He's been quiet tonight. He's one of Malonn's top scorers. He is, I think, their second or third top scorer of this championship campaign so far. He's 7 points to his name, but he hasn't got on the score sheet tonight just yet. So the ball is put in by Christopher Faldara. It's into Paul Faldara. Christopher lays the ball back to Paul. They combine. It's coming across now to Sean O'Neill. As Kieran O'Kane is free, he has a small bit of space there. He's at the edge of that big arc, and the ball has gone over for a 2-pointer. That's two pointers for Malainn in this second half, and they move into the lead for the first time since about the 20th minute of the first half.
Yeah, a bit more composure shown in attack by Malainn this stage. They probably playing a little bit deep in terms of where that first pass is going in, but a simple ball popped inside. Paul McLaughlin worked it into position where Kieran O'Kane had space to take a shot on, and we know he's a very, very strong player from outside that 2-point arc. So really, really good, strong start to the second half, and it's probably Josh.
So it could very well be now, in fairness to Anthony Finn, the linesman here, he saw that. He couldn't call it until he saw the kick that was put in probably on Keelan McColgan. I expect that's what this conversation is going to be about. The referee has summoned the cornerback. It's Daniel Green that they're looking for, the Malainn number 4. He's not offering himself up, although he's going to have to eventually offer himself up to come over and face the music. So referee Anthony McCallig is going to have words with him. There was a clear kick out at Keelan McColgan as he went through there. It was caught by the linesman. He couldn't stop the game for it. It is the card due, a black card from Malainn. So we're 9 minutes into the second half, and for a deliberate trip, Daniel Green is given a black card, and Malainn are down to 14. Can Naomh Padraig take advantage of having 15 men against 14 for the next 10 minutes of this half?
Huge swing in the momentum of the game possibly here. This kick out's going to be vital now. Malainn now attacking 11 v 10. Poor kick out from the goalkeeper though, and Josh Conlon just spills it.
It's back now with advantage being allowed to Christopher Fuldara, but he isn't going to need it because Sean O'Neill has a shot that is going to drift wide.
Yeah, really disappointing finish there from Sean O'Neill. Huge opportunity to lay down a marker in the first minute of the 10 minutes after a poor kick out from the Naomh Padraig goalkeeper there, and that really should have been chalked up for a score there to Malainn. So
Jeremy McCain, his kickouts have been a wee bit dubious at times tonight. He's trying to get power into them, but they are skithering off his foot. And Malainn have been really, really good on the breaks here, but this one, he connects with it sweetly. It's gone long. It's Hoy contesting over there, but the Malainn man has one of I think that's Taylor Boner or Kieran O'Kane. One of the centre fielders has it. He's coming across now to Oisin McGonigal. Oisin McGonigal has Kieran Jimmy Rowe in for company, and they are just patience, patience, patience is the cry coming from the Malainn players out on the field here, and they are showing patience. And they have built a 1 point lead, and the 14 men now are trying to hold the ball, trying to kill the clock as best they can. That's a wayward enough cross field ball, but it has been confident enough taken. Gary Farron is now on it. He's bursting past Kevin Lynch. Lynch fouls him on the way by, and they've just taken this a little second or two out of this as well. So Malainn, Christopher Fuldara is going to come over it, stands over it. He puts it to the unmarked Oisin McGonigal just moving in beyond the 65 here at the Scarvey. His team leading by a point. So Malainn has shown great composure here, and Naomh Padraig are
Malainn are showing their experience here, and they're retaining possession here. They recognise they're down a man, and it's probably incumbent now on Naomh Padraig to push out now and make that extra man count. Josh Conlon in a good position here.
Yeah, Conlon with a shot that's looking like it's going to drop over the bar there. It looks like it's been signalled as a point. That's an excellent score from Josh Conlon. So there's about 3 minutes, or just shy of 3 minutes gone of the black card, and Conlon has put Malainn and stretched their lead even further ahead.
Good kick out from the keeper there. He got it away quickly, got it away short. Allows Naomh Padraig to build here again now, so Malainn set up in defence again, but you can see that the Malainn tactics have changed slightly there. They're hell-bent on getting Josh Conlon on the ball. They just need to make sure that that's in a position where he can hurt the opposition close to goals, as he's just done there. Johnny Toy about to swing here though.
Toy has a swing at the posts, and that's an excellent score from Johnny Toy. He was under a lot of pressure there from Christopher McLaughlin, but he managed to get the shot off of the left foot, and that brings it back to a 1 point game, 110 to 111.
All came from the possession from the kick out. Really good kick out, short kick out, got away, moved it swiftly down the wing. Johnny made a good cross-field run, and they couldn't tag him then again because it's 11 v 10 here at the moment, so huge advantage for Naomh Padraig at the moment. But if Malainn can shut that short kick out down, force it long, that's where they're going to get some joy.
So Daniel Malarkey has fewer targets to aim for here, whereas that Naomh Padraig's extra man is probably Drew McKinney, it looks like here, and the ball is breaks again. Malainn have done so well on the breaks from the kickouts tonight. It has been won by Dara Douglas. Douglas plays the ball into the corner to Paul McLaughlin. Lets the ball go between his legs. Michael McCarran's on top of him, but Josh Conlon now is on the lip. He's going to be looking for men across the centre. There is movement there. Back to Christopher Fuldara. Back Malainn are just calming this game down. They're trying to take a bit of the sting out of it here. That's a touch of the ball on the ground. No touch. Great pressure from Keelan McColgan there, forces the turnover. He's forced the turnover on Mac McLaughlin. Now McColgan has the ball. He's on his own 65. We've seen him do this so many times for Naomh Padraig in this championship. He's looking for Lynch. Lynch is in there. Lynch gets out ahead, takes the ball at the second attempt. Can he turn? He's got Drew McKinney. Drew McKinney's unmarked inside. Goes to Ewan Mullen. Mullen Oh, it was going to the top corner. But what a save from Malarkey there. He's put it over the bar, but that was an absolute peach of a save from Malarkey. It really did look like Mullen was going to get a goal for Naomh Padraig there, but Malarkey really earned his corner there.
Oh, what a save that was. We had a great view of it here, Damien, as well. That ball was flying towards the top corner, and a first class, world class even save from Daniel Malarkey, keeping his team in it. But again, Kevin Lynch causing huge problems in there. But a great break on here from Malinn if they move it quickly.
Yeah, that's it. O'Neill has picked up the break at midfield from the kick-outs. Many times have we said that tonight. It's O'Neill now is taking the ball. He's moving out onto the right. He's going away from the scoring angle here. He lays it back to Christopher Fildara. Christopher Fildara gets onto his left foot. He's well inside the big arc. And that ball has gone wide. That's a fifth wide of the night for Malinn. And the sides remain tied at 1-11 apiece. There's about 4.5 minutes or so of Malinn's one-man disadvantage to continue here. Daniel Green is still off, and another long kick out from Jeremy McCain. Breaks for the in favour of the Malinn men. They've really dominated the kick-outs here tonight. It's O'Kane now. O'Kane has got opportunities here. He has big Houghton, Seamus Houghton. Is a little bit further out from goal than he might like to be. And Josh Conlon is looking for his options. There's a sneak on the far side there with Sean Byrne, but the ball is worked back to the left side here to Oisín McGonigal. Oisín McGonigal plays it back to Sean O'Neill. Sean O'Neill holds possession. Right around the 45, he finds Christopher McLaughlin. Back to Sean O'Neill again. Sean O'Neill's trying to make a good scoring angle for himself. That ball's going to drop short at the edge of the square. That has gone over the bar. I think it's been turned over there by the goalkeeper, and that will be a 1-pointer rather than a 2-pointer, but still an important score for Sean O'Neill as Malinn move into a 112 to 111 lead.
Yeah, he's redeemed himself from that earlier miss there, but again, it came from forcing the kick long, and Naomh Padraig have managed to get this one away short. Once it goes long, Malinn have the physicality around the middle, and then they've got the capacity to win the breaks, and this is why Naomh Padraig now have the opportunity to build from defence, because Jim O'Kane, fairness to him, got his kick away pretty quickly there to young McCarn at corner back, and it's Naomh Padraig in attack 11v10 in the Malinn half at this stage, and with a bit of composure they should open up an opportunity every single time.
They'll have that one-man advantage for about another 3 minutes game, so it's Johnny Toy in possession. He's out beyond the big arc there. The ball's come across the square, been taken in there by Malarkey. He's lost it on the way out. He's well outside of the square, but the referee, Anthony McCallig, has given and awarded a free out to the Malinn men. Malinn tried to take it quick, but the referee has sent it back. It needs to be taken from where it occurred. Kieran Jimmy Rowe with the short kick out, the short free out. He plays a 10-man at the corner back position, but it's worked out now to Sean O'Neill. Malinn are doing a lot of playing around here in their own half, even though they are a man down. So Jimmy Rowe finds O'Kane. O'Kane goes for the long kick forward, but it's just broken in there into the possession by Dara McIntyre. Breaks the ball, and it goes to Josh Conlon. Conlon's down, back up on his feet again. There's two muff men around him. Ball is played back, well done by Conlon there. The ball is played back to Dara Douglas. Douglas puts the ball out to Fildara. It just slips off this greasy surface here, and it's won by Oisín McIntyre. McIntyre puts the ball to Ewan Mullen. Ewan Mullen tries to dribble the ball around Taylor Boner, and the ball is a free kick. The ball isn't handed back, and by the letter of the law it wasn't handed back, but the referee has shown a bit more sense than the rules actually the way they're drafted state. So no free brought forward 50 metres for that, when you can see that the player clearly was giving the ball back to his opposition team. So Keelan McColgan in possession here, puts the ball out to Ewan Mullen. Ewan Mullen is going to have a pot there. He took a slap in the ribs as he went through there, and that probably the adrenaline coursing through him there. He hits another wide from off, 6 wides from off over the course of this game.
Yeah, Malinn have a couple of opportunities there for quick break, quick attack, and they've just slowed it themselves. They haven't maybe made the right pass. Kieran O'Kane very annoyed there at Seamus Houghton for not giving him the ball back. Didn't really play with enough depth. There was opportunity there off their own kick out to maybe get a quick attack, man, 1v1 at the opposite end of the field. So definitely game's beginning to spread a little bit, Damien, and open up somewhat. And with Daniel Green ready to go on here now, Malinn will be happy enough so far with how they've dealt with the black card.
And yet another kick out from Malinn, not taken cleanly, but one on the break. They've done that all night long, and it's now Taylor Boner. Taylor Boner is playing the ball out to his midfield partner, Kieran O'Kane. Kieran O'Kane takes a solo or two, lays it back to Christopher McLaughlin. McLaughlin and O'Kane exchange passes again. Malinn are outnumbered in their own half, or in the attacking half there, and advantage has been allowed. That's going to give the Fuldara the opportunity here. Christopher Fuldara goes for the 2-pointer. He looks like he's landed the 2-pointer. That was being done while the advantage was going on. There's a massive cheer from the stand here in the Scarvey as Malin move into a 114 to 111 lead.
Brilliant from Kieran O'Kane, and then ultimately from Christy Fuldara, who's really taken this game by the scruff of the neck in the second half. Great leadership again, and they're in here again on the ball with a pair.
It's a 3-point lead. And Seamus Houghton comes out the better in that challenge there with Ewan Mullen. Ewan Mullen tries to push him back. It's back now to Kieran O'Kane. Kieran O'Kane gets away from Keelan McColgan. He gives the ball now to Dara Douglas. Douglas has got Houghton on his right shoulder, but they are looking to hold it. They are holding the ball. They're holding possession. They haven't got Green back on yet. His 10 minutes is up. Next break and play, they'll be back to the full complement. But as it is Mac McLaughlin. Mac McLaughlin is soloing down along the left here. It's back to Josh Conlon. Conlon has got McIntyre for a company. Conlon switches the play across. It's going to be a superb pass over there to Sean Byrne, the goal scorer from the first half. Dara Douglas puts the ball into Kieran O'Kane. O'Kane is through on goal. It's blocked off the line there. The defence have blocked it off the line. There's a sliding tackle at the end, I think, from O'Kane there, and the Muff defence survives that there. There's still 3 points between the teams, and Daniel Green is sprinting back in to the full back line, where he is going to be bringing Malin back to the full complement, 15v15, and we have a substitute being prepared here for 15 for 14. So we're going to have Jamie McColgan is going to replace Jamie McCauley shortly for Naomh Padraig when they get the opportunity here to make a substitution. There's about 10 minutes of normal time remaining here. Johnny Toy's under pressure there. He finds the ball in to the man that's about to be subbed off. He doesn't know it yet. Jamie McCauley. Jamie McCauley has turned over, but he's managed to get the ball back to Doyle. Doyle plays a huge kick back out to his own, to the unmarked Oisin McIntyre, is it?
McIntyre.
Yeah. Keelan McColgan knows breakthrough 1 tackle, breakthroughs 2 tackles. He manages to get the point at the end of an advantage was being allowed. Keelan didn't need it, and it's back to 2 points as Jamie McColgan replaces Jamie McCauley on the Naomh Padraig team with just under 9 minutes to go.
I think Naomh Padraig a bit disappointed. I think they actually lost the period of the game where they actually had an extra player. They didn't really press up. They didn't cause any great panic to the Malin players who recognised that, who moved the ball, who retained possession. But the last score there from Naomh Padraig came off a turnover where Kieran O'Kane, what a super crossfield ball from young Josh Conlon. But I think the Malin management would have been happier to see Kieran O'Kane just drop that ball over the bar and push themselves out a little bit further. And instead of a 4-point game now, we're looking at a 2-point game, and that could be the difference in it ultimately.
And the break's been won there off the kick out by Naomh Padraig. Keelan McColgan gets down. He gets the ball forward to Killian Doyle. Doyle is over on the sideline. He's really tight there. Kevin Lynch is out around the 45. He's playing further out the field in this second half. There's going to be another substitution coming for Naomh Padraig here soon. Cormac McColgan, he plays the ball wide to McIntyre. McIntyre has got Jason McCallion outside, but he's come back across the centre of the field, into the centre of the field. He's got Toy sitting in the pocket behind. It's bound to make its way back to Toy, and it does make its way back to Toy. Toy is looking for the options there. Malin have everyone tagged here, but it's looking like Toy gets past Douglas. He puts the ball out to Cormac McColgan. It's just a little bit too high for McColgan. McColgan get down. He gets the ball picked up. He's cutting in. He's going to get onto his left foot. He puts it, skies it up, and puts it over the bar. It's an exceptionally good score from Cormac McColgan. That's his first of the night, and it leaves just a point between the sides going in to the last 8 minutes of this game.
Yeah, great score from Cormac. He hasn't. It's probably his first shot of the evening as well. He's doing a massive amount of work for his team around the middle. But again, I think going back to that Kieran O'Kane chance, that's changed the momentum of the game now, and it's a lot tighter game than it might have been otherwise.
Absolutely. So Malin have gone short on their kick out. They've won it. They're playing back inside across their own 20-metre line, just out beyond the 20-metre line. Now they've managed to work it out. They've beaten the press here. And it is Taylor Boner. Taylor Boner has 2-3 Muff men around him, but he's able to get the ball away to Christopher McLaughlin. Christopher McLaughlin gives the ball to Jimmy Rowe now has come out here now to Mac McLaughlin. He's been standing unmarked there, and Christopher Fuldara is away. He is sprinting off. He's cutting across onto his right foot. That's not going to be the way he wants to go, and he overcarries the ball. Great defending there by Naomh Padraig. They've got the ball, and they have got the turnover. They are inside their own half. They are trying to break out of their own half, and it is with one of the McIntyres. The McIntyre gives it out wide here. He has got Jamie McColgan. Jamie McColgan exchanges passes just at the centre field, and it's Ewan Mullen. Mullen finds McColgan, Jamie McColgan that is, and he is carrying the ball across now. There's nobody really there offering for him, but Ewan Mullen does make a little dart. He's onto his left foot, so he doesn't really have the opportunity of shooting from there. It's out to Michael McCartan, the cornerback, works it back to Killian Doyle. They're going to have to work it around the horseshoe here, Naomh Padraig. It comes to McIntyre, and then back to Johnny Toy. Back to Keelan McColgan, the real danger man. He and Johnny Toy combined. Toy is looking for that touch, but his shot, he's had an advantage allowed. Johnny Toy just got a little tug as he was going through there, enough to put him off, and on comes number 20, which is Dermot Keaveney. Dermot Keaveney is on for, is that Killian Doyle, or is it Jamie McCauley that's coming off there? So Dermot Keaveney is introduced to the play. Was it true? Was off previous? Yeah.
Come back to the last attack from Malainn there. I thought they were very slow moving the ball out. There was opportunity to move it quickly. There was a lot of players around the ball from the Naomh Padraig team, but Malainn didn't get it away quickly, and when they did, I was waiting for the referee to blow a foul on Christy Fildara before he did blow one for over carrying there. So 50-50 one possibly from the referee, but it swung the game round again, and we're now on a draw. Yeah. We're now in a draw game.
So going into the final 5 minutes, we had a draw between these sides when they met in the championship at Chur about 4 weeks ago, and there's a drawn game here with just 5 minutes of normal time left. Pushing the back on Christopher Fildara. This is going to be a free to Malainn. Malainn are going to have a free in their own 65. Christopher Fildara has it. He's got men unmarked to his right. He plays the ball across to Kieran O'Kane. Kieran O'Kane picks the ball up, or that's Taylor Boner, picks the ball up on his own half, and they're just crossing the centre line. Back with the team captain, Christopher Fildara.
The ball certainly wasn't handed back there again, Damien, and it's been once or twice. There's a few in the crowd who have recognised this as a potential opportunity for a handier move, for a handier score, but missed by the officials on that occasion.
Now, Malainn are breaking through here. It comes to Sean O'Neill. Sean O'Neill, he has the chance of leaving it off to Josh Conlon. Instead of that, he goes for the shot. He gets the two-pointer. Sean O'Neill lands a two-pointer. That puts Malainn into a 2-point lead. 26 minutes on the clock, and Malainn are making a substitution here as well.
Yeah, what we're seeing here in the second half, Sean O'Neill is really helping the scoreboard move. Josh Collins helped it. Christy Fildara has been excellent. Kieran O'Kane. And on the other opposite side of the field, there's an over-reliance on either Cormac McColgan and possibly Johnny Toy to get the scores, when Kevin Lynch has been well shackled so far for at this stage in the second half.
So that is Finn Ward. It's on. Finn Ward is on in place of. Finn Ward's on in place of Seamus Houghton. So we're just about able to read that right in the Malainn bench here. So 2-point lead. Malainn are nursing this 2-point lead here now with 26 and a half. Almost 27 minutes on the clock. It's back to O'Kane. O'Kane shaped up to have a shot, but he lays it back. It's gone into a very narrow angle in there. It was a good block by Jason McCallan. And it's broken back to Sean O'Neill again. Sean O'Neill is coming over here, but does he have a left foot? No, he turns back onto his right foot. He has another shot at the post. That one's going to drop a wee bit short, but it has just skidded off the top of the bar here at the Scarvey. That's another point for O'Neill as he moves his side. 3 points clear, and with just under 3 minutes remaining.
There's a debate here, Damien, as to whether the keeper got a touch on this. The referee's given it as a 1-point score for now. Now he's given a 2-point score.
So two pointers from Sean O'Neill as he really turns the screw here as Malainn move into a 4-point lead, and with just 2 minutes remaining, they surely hold on from here, Paul, do they? We'll give no fortunes to the. We'll give no. We'll not let the
it's
gods
not a huge
decide
lead
that.
anymore,
No.
so it's not the sideline ball. It's a big one here. Who's coming out with it? Malainn certainly in the ascendancy, but physicality will tell in the last few minutes, their strength. And their experience ought to tell as well. From the Naomh Padraig point of view, they're going to be looking for Johnny Toy, they're going to be looking for Keelan McColgan, Cormac McColgan, and they're certainly going to be looking for Kevin Lynch, who hasn't scored from play in this half. And that's been probably the difference, where Sean O'Neill stepped up, Christy Fildara has stepped up, Kieran O'Kane has stepped up, and not enough of the Malainn players have done similarly in the second half, latter part of the second half.
So Naomh Padraig have the ball deep inside their own half. Can they work it out here? Can they get beyond the Malainn press? Malainn have really turned the screw in this last thing. And Sean O'Neill again, there's a turnover here. And it's another substitution here. It's going to be Andrew McCarron's coming on for Killian Doyle here. Just he might get a chance to come on before the full time's up here. We're over 28 minutes. We're almost 29 minutes on the clock here. The turnover now for Naomh Padraig. It comes to Keelan McColgan. He breaks a high tackle. He manages to get through. Breaks past 2 men. That's 3 men he's gone past. He's accelerating past. He's just accelerating everywhere through here. The advantage has still been allowed. It's a long advantage, and it's coming back here now. He's probably been fouled a number of times in that solo run there.
Yeah, he was actually fouled closer to the arc there, and I'm surprised that Andy McCullough, the referee, didn't give him the second free kick. He was moving that well. They couldn't even foul him at that stage, but again, it's going to be up to himself and a few others, these Naomh Padraig boys, to drag themselves back into this, and they're running out of time to do that.
They are indeed.
30 seconds left.
So 30 seconds normal time. There has been a while out of delays in the second half, actually, as Andrew McCarron's just waiting to come on. He comes on now, and he replaces Killian Doyle late on here. So 4-point lead. Malainn are managing a 4-point lead. Johnny Toy stands over this free kick. It's just beyond the 45-metre line, I think. Jared McCain, the goalkeeper, has come out as well. He half fancies it. Toy hands the ball over to McCain. McCain has landed a number of these 2-pointers across the season. He's got 2 of them so far. He's landed a number of 45s for Naomh Padraig as well in previous rounds, but they really need him to land this one here to give them the opportunity going into the injury time here. So McCain catches the ball sweet. He's caught it absolutely brilliantly, and that's an excellent 2-pointer from the goalkeeper here. There's just over 30 minutes on the clock, and McCain has brought it back to a 2-point game. 116 to 118. Naomh Padraig, as they come down this line, Paul, they are never beaten, and they're really showing good form here.
Wonderful kick from Jimmy McCain. He struggled with a couple of kick-outs earlier on, but when the pressure was on there, he managed a great kick-out, but a super kick-out here from Daniel Malarkey too. Great run of Dara Douglas to retain the ball for Malainn.
Yeah, well worked by the Malainn team there, but there's heavy tackling coming in. It's Daniel Green. Daniel Green puts the ball inside. Young McCarron comes in, breaks it, but the ball has gone to Ronan Hoy. Hoy has gone through two Muff men, and he's got an advantage has been allowed. It's worked over to Ewan Mullen. There isn't enough Muff men out on the left side. They're going to have to bring it down the right flank here. McColgan is getting into that typical 2-point position that he likes, that little pocket of space that he likes to find. The ball comes out wide. It's out to the full forward there. It's gone to Jamie McColgan. He's only come on as a sub here late on in this game. There's men down holding their hips. McColgan puts a long ball in. It skids off and it's going out for a 45. That's a long ball into the square there. Lynch couldn't quite get onto it. The goalkeeper did get up and get his fist to it. It's been given as a 45. The goalkeeper, Daniel Malarkey, has gone down. It's the only 45 of the game so far. Naomh Padraig have it. A 45 isn't going to be enough, remarkably, even though it's beyond the big arc. It's only a 1-pointer. So they've gone and they've worked it short.
No, it's not going to be let play at the moment with the referees.
The referees inside. So even though Naomh Padraig have restarted the game here, even though Naomh Padraig had restarted the game, the referee hadn't sounded the whistle here. So
for me there, I think Daniel Malarkey was fouled in the air there as he was clearing that ball, which is why it veered out to the right hand side of his post and wide. 45 will put the squeeze on again here and allow Naomh Padraig the opportunity to press for the last play. So
32 minutes gone. McCain has landed a 2-point free from longer range than this, but vagaries of the rules means this is a 1-point effort. He catches it well again, and that has gone over the bar. That is another fine score from O'Kane. There's 32 and a half minutes on the clock. Oh, they're signaling orange, but it isn't going to be an orange. It's going to be a 1-pointer. So 117, I'm sure it's going to be 118. That's one of the oddities of the new rules. And there's another substitute on for the Malainn men here. It's number 18, Ewan McFeely, is replacing Sean O'Neill. Sean O'Neill had landed those 2 scores. So McCain with that 45 has just left it as a 1-point game. How long is referee McCallig going to allow? There's 33 minutes already gone in the second half. The long kick out comes out as far as Naomh Padraig. You could have seen that from a long distance out. So it's Cormac McColgan. Cormac McColgan's carrying it in. So Keelan McColgan has got to their main man. McColgan has 3-4 Malainn men lined up in front of him. There's going to be no opportunity for him to run in here. He's trying to invite them in. He does a little shuffle, lays it back. It's back with McIntyre. McIntyre puts the ball across, drops the ball. Johnny Toy is going to pick it up, get past his man. Toy comes past He is on another strong run through. He breaks through 1 tackle, 2 tackles, puts the ball out right. It goes past Union. It goes out past Dermot Keaveney. And the referee, Anthony McCallig, has given a free kick to Naomh Padraig there for a foul on Johnny Toy. Toy broke through 2 or 3 tackles there. Seemed to slip as he gave the pass out. There's a free kick now about 30 metres out that is going to give Naomh Padraig a chance to equalise and send this game, a bit like the senior championship game between Termon and St. Eunan's earlier tonight. There's a chance to send this game to extra time. Kevin Lynch is about 26 metres out. 22. He can't miss from there, surely. He's Anthony McCallig is just telling him to go out a little bit further, 3-4 steps further out. So there's a big kick for Lynch. He landed a big one in the All-Ireland semi-final against Kilmurray of Cork to send the game to extra time back in January in Parnell Park. And here at the Scarvey, he stands over the free kick that's going to send this game to extra time, I'm sure of it. And that is the equalising score, and that sounds like the full-time whistle from Anthony McCallig as well. 118 apiece. Naomh Padraig are never beat, Paul. I asked you when Malainn went 4 points up, do you think Malainn can howl on from here? And you were non-committal, and you were dead right.
Exactly. 4-point lead is not much of a cushion these days. Fair play to Naomh Padraig. They showed the courage. The free kick from Jim McCain there was special. And then he repeated it with a 45, dragged him right back into it. Johnny Toy earned him the free. I'm not 100% convinced it was, to be honest with you, but he earned it anyway because he made the run, he made the charge through, and probably deserved a draw at the end of normal time. It's been a brilliant, entertaining spectacle, and I don't think anybody here, other than maybe the players, will be too disappointed that they're going to get another 20 minutes of football here. There's a big crowd in the Scarvey tonight. The rain has stayed off, with the exception of an early shower in the first half. Great conditions now, albeit them slightly greasy. So we're in for another crack in 20 minutes. But just a word on the Malainn team. Brilliant second half. Sean O'Neill, who's now off the field, which is a bit of a surprise. Wee bit of a surprise to me anyway, the way he'd been playing, and the way the scores that he's contributed. He was causing huge difficulty in there. So I think Malainn, probably physicality and that bit of experience will still help them here in the second half if they can get their composure, get their shape right again. I would be very surprised if Sean O'Neill's not back in the field unless he is carrying a knock. He's coming past us here a bit sore looking, all right. Like yeah, he is. But he had such a good second half. It'd be a shame not to see him out there for the second half. Josh Conlon came into the game a little bit more, but not as much as you would like him, not as much as you would need him as well. Kevin Lynch, I don't think, scored from play in the second half of the game, which made a big significant contribution to the outcome because Jim O'Kane was forced up the field to kick a monster free kick from the best part of 50 metres just to drag them across the line along with Malainn. So very much all to play for. I was a wee bit surprised in the last Malainn kick out. I would have been putting that to Kieran O'Kane all day long, and it went out the opposite side, trying to find Christy Vodair, and it ended up finding Cormac McColgan unmarked. It needed to go into the larger men, the bigger men, and needed to go into the breaking contest again and see could they get the ball, because if they'd gotten the ball in that attack team, they'd now be sitting in the dressing room with a win.
That's it. Look, the game between the sides, Chur 4 weeks ago finished in a draw, and again here in the quarter final tonight it's a draw. So we will be back shortly for extra time. We'll take a brief break here, and we will be back for extra time at the Scarvey in Buncrana. 118 to 118 is the final score here, and we have 20 more minutes. So this Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure Intermediate Championship quarter final to come. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Lays the ball back, I think, to Paul McLaughlin. There's an effort at the post, and that has been awarded. So that, I believe, is Paul McLaughlin getting Malainn off the outside of the arc. Fildara skips away, takes a pass back from Sean O'Neill, and Christopher Fildara hits the second point. Two McIntyre brothers on the team. McIntyre puts the long ball into Kevin Lynch. It is one in there by. He's cutting inside. He's drawn the free again. There's an advantage being allowed here. Kevin Lynch breaks through one tackle, and with his left foot, he strokes it over the bar for a 3 point.
Bit of a soap bar, the football, and a great score here coming from Naomh Padraig.
It has just gone over the bar. It looked like across the 65-metre line by Kieran O'Kane in centre field. He's looking for the long ball through. There's Conlon onto it again. Conlon doesn't take it at the first attempt, but he gets it at the second. He's got Sean Byrne inside. Byrne is through again this time. There's no man in front of him. He goes for the goal chance. It goes over in this game. Back to Christopher Fuldara. Christopher Fuldara lays the ball off to Oisin McGonigal, and I think that is given as a 1-pointer by the referee. I think he's played a couple of games of the championship so far. Sat out last week's game, but there is Keelan McColgan with a long-range effort that has gone over for a 2-point effort. That is an amazing play has gone through him in this first half. Is out to Kieran O'Kane. Kieran O'Kane throws the dummy. Ewan Mullen buys it. O'Kane's through on the goal. He has a goal chance. It's saved on the line. It's taken off the line there by Cormac Kelly. What a great
in here, not getting their messages right here. Look, Kevin Lynch is back in here again.
Kevin
with a
Lynch.
Superb score.
That's an excellent score. You could hear the spectators on the far right and the right. Naomh Padraig managed to get a block in, and that might have been Drew McKenna that got the block, and they've got the block, and they've turned it over. They're back inside the Malainn 45. Toy from out beyond the 45 puts the ball in high and long, and it's taken in there by Daniel Malarkey, and there's a goal chance. It's past the centre back Oisin McGonigal, lays the ball outside to Michael McCarron. Michael McCarron comes on to his right foot, and Toy sets up McCarron for a 3-point. It's Toy. Toy is going through. He's got McColgan in front of him. McColgan's clean through here now. He's got men in front of him, and he has just chipped that over the forward here. He's surging forward. He continues to surge forward. Fuldara has gone 40, 60 yards, and he, off his left foot then, has chipped over an important score. Cross now to Sean Lee. As Kieran O'Kane is free, he has a small bit of space there. He's at the edge of that big arc, and the ball has gone over for a 2-pointer. That's two point.
Josh Conlon in a good position here.
Yeah, Conlon with a shot. It's looking like it's going to drop over the bar there. It looks like it's been signalled as a point. That's
in a position where he can hurt the opposition close to goals, as he's just done there. Johnny Toy about to swing here though.
Toy has a swing at the posts, and that's an excellent score from Johnny Toy. He was under a lot of pressure. Second attempt. Can he turn? He's got Drew McKinney. Drew McKinney's unmarked inside. Goes to Ewan Mullen. Mullen. Oh, it was going to the top corner, but what a save from Malarkey. Christopher McLaughlin back to Sean O'Neill again. Sean O'Neill's trying to make a good scoring angle for himself. That ball's going to be dropped short at the edge of the square, but it's gone over the bar. I think it's been turned over there. Fuldara the opportunity here. Christopher Fuldara goes for the 2-pointer. He looks like he's landed the 2-pointer. That was being done while the advantage was going on. There's a Oisin McIntyre, is it? Yeah. Keelan McColgan, no, he breaks through 1 tackle, breaks through 2 tackles. He manages to get the point at the end of an advantage was being allowed. Keelan down. He gets the ball picked up. He's cutting in. He's going to get onto his left foot. He puts it, skies it up, and puts it over the bar. It's exceptionally good to Sean O'Neill. Sean O'Neill, he has the chance of leaving it off to Josh Conlon. Instead of that, he goes for the shot. He gets the 2-pointer. Sean O'Neill lands the 2. Is coming over here, but does he have a left foot? No, he turns back onto his right foot. He has another shot at the post. That one's going to drop a wee bit short, but it has just skidded off the top of the injury time here. So McCain catches the ball sweet. He's caught it absolutely brilliantly, and that's an excellent 2-pointer from the goalkeeper here. 1-point effort. He catches it well again, and that has gone over the bar. That is another fine score from O'Kane. And here at the Scarvey, he stands over the free kick that's going to send this game to extra time. I'm sure of it. And that is the
At Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure, we cater for everyone, from top sporting athletes to relaxed casual sporting individuals and everyone in between. We also provide a large range of teamwear services and cater for schools and clubs. Orders can be customised to your specification to suit your individual needs. From clothing to equipment, we've got you covered.
And you're very welcome back here for the third half, the third instalment of this quarter-final of the Intermediate Championship here at the Scarvey tonight. It is Malainn 118, Naomh Padraig 118. The game has gone to extra time. We're going to have 2 periods of extra time here, Paul, 2 10-minute periods of extra time, and it's going to be a real dinger, I think, because this contest so far, 118 a piece. It has been a cracking game so far.
Yeah, really entertaining spectacle for everybody here. Naomh Padraig starting with the same team they finished with. See one change here, 21 is on for Malainn. Will it be Malainn's physicality? Will it be Naomh Padraig's youth? Will it be the energy against the experience? Will it be a mistake or an error or a bit of class, a bit of magic? Probably a mixture of all. So let's hope for a good 20 minutes anyway.
So Kevin Lynch is going to take the throw in here at centre field. He lines up against Kieran O'Kane. Referee Anthony McCallig is just going past 9 o'clock here as the first half of extra time gets underway. Lynch wins the ball, stretches up to get it. He's got 2 Malainn men around him. He needs a bit of support from Naomh Padraig. He gets it from Jason McCallion. McCallion finds Johnny Toy. Johnny Toy is looking for options. There's a couple of wee men in the full forward line there. They don't really have the option of getting the ball in to Lynch, because Lynch has been out for the throw in. Lynch is making his way in now to the edge of the square. Christy Faldara hands off the marking duties to Kieran Jimmy Rowe. So Naomh Padraig just holding possession, giving their men the time to get inside. It's Darren McIntyre, or Oisin McIntyre lays it back to Keelan McColgan. And it's back to Andrew McCarron. It's 22 for Naomh Padraig. So Naomh Padraig have just holding possession early on. I think they'll probably be the happier. They were down and out with 4 points down going into injury time, and they managed to eke out the draw. So which side is going to get through here now? Keelan McColgan has a massive opportunity. Keelan McColgan has just landed the first score of extra time, and it's a 2-point effort from Naomh Padraig from well out beyond that arc, Paul.
Yeah, they've retained the ball and it was very composed for over a minute there from the throw-in, but you'd have to be very disappointed in Malainn giving him that much room. You can't, he's quality, he isn't like every player you meet in every week. You cannot give him a couple of metres outside that arc and give him a free shot at the posts, which is exactly what they done, and he recognised that and took it immediately, and what a score.
Big O'Kane wins the kick out there, as a foul there on the substitute Finn Ward. Finn Ward hands the ball off to O'Kane. O'Kane plays the ball across to Dara Douglas. Douglas is going to be closed down by Keelan McColgan there. McColgan's trying to push them back, trying to get the turnover there. But no, it's Aishin McGonigal. Aishin McGonigal puts the ball outside to Taylor Boner. Boner plays the ball inside to Paul McLaughlin. Paul McLaughlin has got Michael McCarron for company there. He lays the ball back. There's intricate hand passing here. They've put it across the square. And it's Finn Ward, it's the substitute. He's responded in the best possible way. He's hit the goal. It's Malainn's second goal of the game. 120 for Naomh Padraig. 218 for Malainn, and they move in to a 1-point lead.
Yeah, great goal from Malainn. Kieran O'Kane, I mentioned that he maybe should have been directed to him at the end of the half. The first one of extra time was, he caught it cleanly, they worked it across. Somebody was shouting support the ball carrier, Paul McLaughlin, and he was supported, and it was worked brilliantly across the square, because Taylor Boner is in there with cramp, and great awareness, great composure, and the right decision ultimately. And Finn Ward's second touch, actually, he took a break. Second touch was to put the ball into the net.
Referee has asking the Naomh Padraig keeper to take the kick again. There's a lot of men down here now holding legs. 28 off and 19 on. So that's Hoy off. Ronan Hoy's off for Naomh Padraig, and Drew McKinney is back on again, but there's a lot of sore and tired bodies out there. That's it, yeah. Hoy can barely get himself off the field there. The lactic acid is biting into the muscles so hard on him. So long kick out now from Jeremy McKean. It doesn't quite get as far as he might have wanted. Toy wins the ball at the second attempt, gets up, does really well. He's pulled around the waist, but he's got the advantage. He's able to burst past using that power and that strength that he has. He breaks through. He lays the ball off to Ewan Mullen. Mullen has got options outside, but it's back to Keelan McColgan. Keelan McColgan in that same position again, skies the ball up into the night sky, and this one has dropped to the right and wide.
Yeah, a little bit more heat on at that stage for Keelan McColgan, and of course his fatigue sets in. These kicks become a lot more difficult as well.
And closing them down, it gets hard as well.
Yeah.
So short kick out from Malainn. Malainn get that away. It's going now to Paul McLaughlin. He has closely followed by McCarran there. Dara Douglas takes possession underneath the terrace side there. Comes up to Finn Ward, the goal scorer. He is playing the ball into Kieran O'Kane. Kieran O'Kane takes a touch. Can't quite stoop down to get it. He's going to have an opportunity here, is he? No, he's going to be closed down. He thought about having the shot. Instead, just recycles the ball back to Paul McLaughlin. Paul McLaughlin has the shot from well outside his range. Ball drops short, and it's got Drew McKinney in there. There's a car being called for here, but there's awful feedback at the Scarvey, whatever. A car must be causing some kind of obstruction somewhere, but all we're getting is feedback. You're probably hearing it on the television wherever you're watching around the country or around the world. So the ball's back now with Josh Conlon and O'Kane outside of the big arc. O'Kane just drops the ball in the thing there. He's going to be closed down. They've got McIntyre in like Flynn on him. And it's back out to McGonigal. McGonigal lays the ball back. It's getting so hard out there now. O'Kane's down in his hunkers. He's bit. Paul McLaughlin might have overcarried there as the call from the spectators, the Muff spectators over in the terrace. But Oisin McGonigal, he drives through. He throws his right boot at that, and it just drifts narrowly wide of the post. Scores are going to be so hard to come by in this period of extra time.
Yeah, Jason McCallion doing a really disciplined job in tagging Christy Faldara and not letting him get into a position where he can join that attack, but he now gets it off the kick out.
Yeah, so that kick out was cleaned by Christopher McLaughlin. That's the Malainn captain. He's going to get onto his left foot. Can he be onto his left foot? He plays the ball across. Unmarked Dara Douglas. Dara Douglas is going on to his left foot out over there. There's a big cheer from the terrace there, and that is a point for Malainn, a one-pointer for Malainn. Dara Douglas, that might be his first score of the game, his first score from open play anyway. 2:19. Malainn move ahead of Naomh Padraig by 2 points. And young McJoggin puts the ball in. McJoggin's on as a sub here for extra time as well. He was down to start, but that is left the keeper now in cramp as well. So a poor kick out from McCain. He's struggling after that kick out. The cramp will be hitting him as well. But Naomh Padraig have managed to win the possession. They're moving down into the danger area. Cormac McColgan has a snatch shot at that, and that is a wide ball. They're 2 points behind Naomh Padraig.
Yeah, another poor kick out from the keeper, and
he's done.
Have got away with one there. And so far as Ryan McGoggin, a little bit of composure. He possibly had a pass down the centre, but even to carry the ball through would have created a fairly straightforward scoring opportunity. And Malainn, poor kick out here from Daniel Malarkey too. Daniel
Malarkey puts the ball just beyond Dermot Keaveney, and it's calls for a free, but no free given. So it's a sideline kick to Malainn. It's Oisin McGonigal standing over it. Oisin McGonigal plays the ball short. It goes into Daniel Green. Daniel Green falls over, spills the ball. It's coming out to the full forward there, Jamie McColgan. Jamie McColgan earns the free in for Naomh Padraig. That's quite a long distance free. They're calling up McCain. It'll kill the man altogether.
Well, he's sprinting now.
He's moving rightly now. So he landed a big 2-pointer just at the end of the half, and he got the 45. He hit those 3 points were absolutely critical for Naomh Padraig to force this game into extra time, and now he's got the baseball cap on as well. So the goalkeeper, he's landed 3 points from place balls in this game so far, and he's stepping over this one now. It's a long range kick. Linesman Martin McKinley is well positioned to see. It's skids to the wide, to the right. Malainn goes up and breaks it instead of taking it, but Finn Ward, he's shown the fresh legs. He's in there. He has managed to collect the ball, and Malainn are on the break. Christopher Faldara has 2 Naomh Padraig men around him. They bundle him over, and the ball has broken out over the sideline, and it's going to be a sideline ball for Naomh Padraig. The 2 smaller Malainn men there were in on top of the 2 smaller Naomh Padraig men were in on top of the Malainn captain there.
A super bit of work by Jason McCallion,
really good.
Keelan McColgan to turn over Christy McLaughlin in that situation. Malinn be disappointed. They've had a couple of opportunities from the sideline ball and from that turnover there. Finn Ward one to actually get out of there and transition back to attack, but fair play to Naomh Padraig. They put the squeeze on them and the heat on them and the pressure on them, and they've got the reward with the possession at this stage.
So they're trailing by 2 points, but as we say, it's never a big score in the Gaelic football under the rules as they are today now. So Michael McCarron, he is scooting away there from Ryan McJoggin. It's back now with Toy. Toy has it out on the right. It's back off to Cormac McColgan. Cormac McColgan puts the ball into the edge of the square. It is breaks off Big Lynch, and it's cleared off the line by one of the Malin defenders. And there might have been Gary Farn, I think, that managed to clear that ball out. Michael McCarron gets the tackle in, and Sean Byrne. Another heavy tackle. The Naomh Padraig men are throwing themselves into the tackles here, but Kieran O'Kane is able to hold the possession, get the ball away. He's giving it back again to Finn Ward. Finn Ward turns out of that tackle there. He's got the pace now for Drew McKinney. The fresh legs are showing here. Finn Ward has got a goal already in this extra time. His shot goes short, taken by O'Kane and inside the small square. He's given the pass off to his own man. He can't pass back to the goalkeeper. So there's a turnover forced by Malin. Here's a goal chance on. That is the goal chance. That's the new rules in effect there. The goalkeeper couldn't take the pass back. And it's Josh Conlon. He hits what's bound to be a crucial goal for Malin. 3-19. They lead now to 120.
Yeah, Drew McKinney made the best of work to get back to Finn Ward to put a half block on the shot, or put a bit of pressure on him at least to drop it short, and it's all worked out against him. Taylor Boner put huge pressure in full back there, and he probably as well just putting his boot through it and lashing it away from him. But a big score in extra time. Big score for Malin right at the end.
So 28 points, plays 23. 5-point lead for Malin here in injury or in extra time now, and we're just moving into injury time at the end of the first half of extra time. Referee McCallig has signalled a free kick for Naomh Padraig. It's just where's the Naomh Padraig free kick going to be taken from? So Naomh Padraig are going to stand on this looks like a 2-point one, right, set at the edge of the arc. Didn't see what the reason for that being brought forward to the edge of the arc is, but Johnny Toy is coming trotting out to try and give Naomh Padraig a little bit of purchase. They got that point, that 2-pointer from Keelan McColgan at the very start of the second half, but they haven't managed to score since. And since then, Malin have had 2-1 as they lead in the going into half-time and extra time here at the Scarvey. Toy with a free kick from just outside the arc. Never doubt him. Toy puts it over. 122. A great score from Johnny Toy under pressure here after all the game that's been played, and the referee Anthony McCallig has just sounded. He blew the whistle there while I was making a note. There's a Malin man lying prostrate on the ground there.
Yeah, and it was Keelan McColgan that made contact. I presume it's Mac McLaughlin because he hasn't left him all right. But I think that Anthony Finn, the linesman on the far side, may be aware of what happened there, but I don't know if there was that much in it at all. I mean, great score by Johnny Toy to finish the half. Scary Farn actually is down. Great score by Johnny Toy to finish the half and give Naomh Padraig a bit of a boost, because they were 4 points down twice in the second half of normal time. They were 5 down here again. They're back to 3, and can they rely on these big kicks, these big 2-pointers to get themselves across the line as we move on with the game? It's opening up a little bit on the opposite side, and Malin will be very, very happy with a very good first half at extra time.
Yeah, 3 points between the sides here as we get ready for the change of ends here, and there's a lot of men running very sore out there. Teams are down. There's a
just reference, it was actually Gary Farn that made the clearance near the line or off the line for Malin off a break from Kevin Lynch for Donald Malarkey. Again, very assured in there, and they're dealing really well with Kevin Lynch ever since the first half, early in the first half. But Guy Farn, the old dog for the hard road, coming away with the breaks. But still all to play for. Malin's not going to lie down, we know that, but Naomh Padraig aren't going to lie down. But for me anyway, I think that there's going to be a few more chances in that Naomh Padraig defence, and if Taylor Boner can stay in the field there. Finn Ward's done very, very well for a lad that's just introduced. Second touch was to put the ball in the net, so you have to say at the moment they're in the ascendancy, and the opportunity for them to go on now is right with them.
And they've had that goal threat about them all the way through the championship, Malin. They've scored 553 prior to tonight. They've had another 3 goals tonight. Naomh Padraig are a little bit more goal shy. They only got 2 goals in the 4 games prior to tonight, and they've added one. So that goal threat that Malainn have has really stood to them, and they're really making use of it tonight. They have a 3-point lead here as the two teams go into a huddle as the last final instructions are being given out here by Daniel McCauley and Paul Gallagher, the respective managers of Naomh Padraig and Malainn. A place in the semi-final of the Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure Donegal Intermediate Football Championship is up for grabs. Malainn have been in the semi-final in both of the last 2 years. Of course, we're in the final back in 2023. Naomh Padraig are playing Intermediate Championship football for the first time in well over a generation on the back of that brilliant run that they had last year to winning the Donegal Junior, adding the Ulster Junior title and going all the way to the All-Ireland Club final where they lost to Ankara Arua back in January. So Naomh Padraig have had a long 12 months with a lot of championship football played, but they have done tremendously well. They retained their position in Division 2 of the All-County League and have got themselves into the playoffs here, the quarter-final of the Intermediate Championship. So last instructions being issued here. It was supposed to be, back in the day, it was a 1 minute turnaround at the end of a half in extra time, but that was always a bit harsh.
I don't think anybody will begrudge them a few extra minutes recovery here.
They need it.
I want to mention Kieran O'Kane. I thought he's had a massive game tonight so far, and he's still driving. He's still the player that's bursting forward from the Malainn attack as well. He's still giving it everything there, so he's had a massive game. So it's about that bit of magic again. Who's going to step up for the final 10 minutes, Damien? And who's going to get through to the semi-final off the back of it? Yeah.
So both sides are getting ready to go into position for the for what will be the last quarter of this game, the second period of extra time. If the game finishes level at the end of that, there will be a penalty shootout. And Naomh Padraig are making another change here as the thing goes on. Dermot Keaveney is off and Killian Doyle is back on for Naomh Padraig. And there's also changes on the Malainn team here. It's Taylor Boner is Amach Augustus is Sean O'Neill. So Sean O'Neill back into the fray. He landed 2 big 2-pointers in the late on in the second half of normal time, which Muff managed to just about pull back. So Anthony McCallig, for the 4th time tonight, is going to toss the ball in. It's between Kevin Lynch and Kieran O'Kane. Lynch won the throw in at the start of the first half of extra time. And the game is on. O'Kane manages to get the fist hit this time, and it comes back up to Finn Ward. Finn Ward lays it back to Ashton McGonigal. In the Malainn men now are trying to burst through. McGonigal has drawn an advantage here. The referee's hand up for the advantage. McGonigal has burst through one tackle. They're right out on the sideline here. The advantage is going to continue, is it? He's taking the hand down, the referee. I'd have probably taken the free myself there, but it's back in with McGonigal. McGonigal is inside the 13-metre line, and with a nice little finish there, McGonigal, he just strokes that over from an acute angle and extends Malann's leads to 4.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager's dream, Oisin McGonigal. He's full of heart, he's full of tenacity, and again, he was probably fouled twice in the build-up to that. Fired on through until he got himself enough room and finished with aplomb. So really good start to the second period of extra time, and it's going to be like a big reaction from these young Naomh Padraig lads now.
So it is 25-28. Naomh Padraig have got the ball. That's tired looking out there. No wonder. Keelan McColgan now, his acceleration, but he doesn't quite catch the shot. The ball drops short into the hands of Daniel Malarkey. Malainn managed to clear the ball out. O'Kane puts the ball over the top. That's a great ball. There is an acre of space for Josh Conlon to run into. He's being chased by Johnny Toy. Conlon picks the ball up. He accelerates away. He's gone inside the arc. He has a whack from the right wing, and that has also gone over the bar as Malainn extend their lead still further here in this quarter final. 321-122.
Yeah, there's Keelan McColgan going for another score there, Damien, and it drops short as fatigue sets in again. A lot of pressure on him to get that score, and there's very composed break from Malainn. Worked a mismatch with Josh Conlon, speeding away from Johnny Toy, and he finished really casually. And
that's Shane McColgan that's now coming on for Ewan Mullen. Ewan Mullen's night is over. He the ball comes right out. First kick is going aimed at Shane McColgan, but no, it's Christopher Faldara wins it. He comes soloing through onto it. He's going to be able to stroke the ball over the bar. And Malainn now 3:22. They're just running away with us here as the second half progresses. We're 3 minutes in, and it's Christopher Faldara that extends Malainn lead still further. Gary Farn has been replaced on the Malainn team. And the player that's coming in for him is Cormac Cullinan. Cormac Cullinan is replacing Gary Farn in defence. Cullinan has had plenty of experience of playing. He's probably just coming back from a wee bit of a knock that he picked up earlier in the championship. And now it's Andrew McCarran. Andrew McCarran is in possession. He has it. It's played across to McIntyre. It's Oisín McIntyre. Lays the ball back to Keelan McColgan. Cormac McColgan is offering out here in the right, but Keelan McColgan has 2 Malainn men in chase. He's got 3. He's going to get past 3. Jimmy Rowe tries to get the tackle on him. McColgan is through and he slams the ball over the bar. Again, the individual speed, the power, the strength of Keelan McColgan there to get through all those tackles away from all those men is amazing to see.
Yeah, and unfortunately the reliance on him doing that there is probably going to catch up with Naomh Padraig this evening. There's just not enough other players up here taking the pressure off him on the scoring stakes. And a great kick out by Daniel
Another
Malarkey.
kick out away, yeah. Malarkey looks knackered in there, but he's been able to get his kick outs away very effectively in this period of extra time. Ball comes into Paul Faldara. Faldara draws the free. He draws the free. He draws the free. Faldara is going to get up off his feet. Back up on his feet. The ball comes to Dara Douglas. Douglas is standing on it. And there's a move here from one of the Malainn men to try and find the ball. They've got the ball back to Kieran Jimmy Rowe. Kieran Doherty back there. Gets the ball out to O'Kane and back to Dara Douglas where the free kick started, and they've got a little bit of space in there. Great ball into Christopher Faldara. Faldara is away. He's still showing well at this late stage of extra time. Ball back to O'Neill. Sean O'Neill lays the ball back out to Faldara. It's just on the wrong side for that left-footed kicker. Back out to Kieran O'Kane. O'Kane has possession. He's got time, but Naomh Padraig need to close him down. They need to force a turnover here if they're to have any chance to get back into this. There's about 5 minutes of the second period of extra time still to go here. And it's Oisín McGonigal still full of movement and full of running. He's going to be closed down by McIntyre again, but the referee says that the tackle is just a little bit too heavy there.
Yeah, there's a danger here. Naomh Padraig might lose their discipline here. They've been struggling to get their hands on the ball, and they know they need to. So they need to maintain the discipline, or else give it free and then try and match up. There's a poor ball there, though.
That's it, so it's going to be a sideline ball. I think if that rolls over the line, which it will do there, Naomh Padraig have won that possession there now. So can they make anything of it? It's Paul McLaughlin is trying to pick up Keelan McColgan. Keelan McColgan is closely marked here. Cormac McColgan has marked. The ball has come across to McIntyre. McIntyre has Michael McCarran free across under the terrace at the Scarvey here in Buncrana. The ball is in Naomh Padraig's hand. Shane McColgan has managed to make his way in. He's unmarked inside the 20-metre line, but he's been picked up inside there now. Cormac McColgan carries the ball into the tackle.
Great tackle.
He's going to be just to have the ball taken off him. He manages to jab lift it up into his hands again. Lays it back to the cousin Keelan. Keelan has a shot from outside of the 45. Kevin Lynch throws a fist at it in there, but the kick is going to be brought back here. There's a free for that slap on Keelan McColgan. And Muff will have a kick from probably outside of the 2-metre scoring arc here as they try anything that they can to try and narrow this deficit that they face. 123 is 26 to 322 is 31, a 5-point deficit. But Toy, they were 4 down at the end of normal time.
Yeah, good refereeing from Matt McCallig again. Gave a good advantage and called it back when it didn't accrue. And Naomh Padraig have been doing this all night, trying to dig themselves away in the game with big kicks. And this is going to have to be another one here from Johnny Toy to try and reduce the gap.
So Johnny Toy is standing over a free kick that's a long way out. There's one of the Malainn men is down. And there's a signal for him to be taken off. It's no surprise really. Look, that's been hell for leather out there for the best part of 80 minutes now at this stage. Clock has stopped, so there's 4 minutes left. The linesman, Anthony Finn, is telling the Naomh Padraig bench there. So players are taking on water. They're down, stretching themselves as best they can. Is it Jimmy Rhodes, the Kieran Doherty, the fullback, Malann's fullback? It takes a fair bit to put him down, in fairness. But Cramp will do that. So the clock has stopped, gives Toy time to compose himself, get the heart rate down a wee bit as he stands over. It's a pretty long range free, but the Muff goalkeeper, Jeremy O'Kane, has landed a couple of these. He's right footed, this suits the left footed kicker, but O'Kane, and he's down stretching himself on the edge of his square. And Jimmy Rowe is walking off like a 85-year-old man because the cramp has him in a bad shape. Now, Toy.
Very surprised the keeper's not coming up to take this team in, I have to say. I have to agree with that on the basis of what he did at the end of extra time. Big kick for a man that's played, 70 minutes of football plus already.
And it's out of his hands as well, rather than off the ground, the way that McCain did it. It's a good effort from Toy. It's on target, but it's going to drop just short. It's been punched clear, and the Malainn men have come out with it. It's Christopher Fuldara. He's still full of running. This is great display from the team captain. He plits the ball up the line, but I think that's going to cross the line and go out. It's a sideline ball. It's a sideline ball to Naomh Padraig. There's 90 seconds of normal time, 90 seconds of actual playing time left, but there's going to be quite a lot of injury time for that stoppage there. The ball goes short towards Jason McCallan. He's another one of the Naomh Padraig men who's good tonight. We have Taylor Boner getting ready to return to the fray here. Both squads being very much tested here tonight. Killian Doyle is out on the left wing. He has gone down under the challenge there from the Malainn defender. Malainn defender is taking a bit of a slap by the looks of things. It's right in front of the umpire. There's a hand being signalled. The referee is given the advantage there. The advantage was over though, and the ball, a loose pass, but McColgan has it. He steps over it, doesn't work it, doesn't pick it up. McLaughlin goes down and gets it, the Malainn captain. Oh, it's a harsh call on Christopher Fuldara. They've given a harsh call against him. It's for an over carry. He had to take a couple of heavy slaps there, but he won't really mind. I don't think. His team is still leading here by 5 points. So 322 to 123 as the clock clicks and ticks ever closer.
Yeah, definite foul there.
Definite free out
there. It should have been a free out to the Malainn lads, and they lost an advantage from an earlier free from the sideline as well. So they'll be a bit sore about that one. Taylor Boner's gone back in here, and he's going in, looks like he's going into the full back line now as well.
So 26 points, plays 31. 5 points between the teams, and we only have whatever injury time that referee Anthony McCallig is going to allow at the end of this second period of extra time. Toy again, his last kick. This is a good bit closer. The keeper is still staying back from this one. McCain has been down stretching himself. Everyone's been stretching themselves. There's deep heat being rubbed on legs. Toy screws that one over the bar for a 2-point free. Johnny Toy lands that free. It puts it back just now to 3 points between the teams. There's just a goal between the teams. Naomh Padraig, they are never down and out. They have shown that throughout the season. They've shown it here again tonight. We're a minute into injury time. One score game. It has to be a goal.
O'Kane and Douglas is actually free here for breaks. It's not going as far
Malarkey's
as
kick out goes as far as Jason McCallan. The ball breaks to McCarran. McCarran puts it out to his younger brother. The ball has come in now to Killian Doyle. Killian Doyle gets out of the traffic. It's gone to Keelan McColgan. Keelan McColgan. The ball, Johnny Toy is unmarked over on the right side here. The ball has been kind of worked into the big square there. The Malainn keeper comes out, collects it, punches it clear. It's come to Kieran O'Kane. It could have fallen anywhere there, but it came to the Malainn man. The black and amber have it. They are playing the ball out. Christopher Fuldara finds a good ball up along the sideline. There's a foul there by Shane McColgan on the Malainn attacker. It might be Kieran, might be Finn Ward. Yeah, Finn Ward has won a free there for Malainn. Allows them just to calm proceedings down again.
Yeah, that experience of Malainn and that physicality that they have, that bit of more maturity is going to carry them across the line here tonight, and they've just had that greater spread of scores across the game as well.
So the ball's played long into the right corner forward position. It comes to Majogan, I think it is, in there. There's an effort at the post, but that ball has gone wide. That ball has gone wide. We are 2 minutes and more. 2 minutes and more into the end of extra time, and the referee has sounded the full-time whistle here. There's great delight on the terraces for the Naomh Padraig, or for the Malainn men. There's desperation and desperate disappointment for the Naomh Padraig men, but both sides have contributed, Paul, to an absolutely phenomenal game of football here at the Scarvey tonight. That is finished with Malainn leading and winning by 322 to 125. What a performance from both sides here tonight, and Malainn, just with that bit of experience, that little bit of nous, that bit of understanding of the Intermediate Championship, have managed to progress to yet another semi-final.
Yeah, and you have to give credit to Naomh Padraig. It's the first knockout game they've lost in championship, second knockout game they lost in championship football over a 2-year period, and that's something they could be very proud of. With a relatively young and experienced group of players, tonight that was it. That was the difference. That bit of experience, that bit of cuteness, and that physicality, that physical element of the Malainn team got them across the line. Better side over the course of the 80 minutes. They were led on a number of occasions by 4 or 5, and there was only one spell early in the first half where the Naomh Padraig team found themselves essentially by a few points lead. So credit to Malainn. They were the better side on the night. They just had that, as I said, Sean O'Neill's second half performance, Christy Valdara's kicks, of course then Josh Conlon got the all-important goal. Finn Ward did really well when he came in, first, second touch, getting the goal as well, and those were the crucial scores over the course of the game. And when it came down to the wire, those 2 pointers dried up a little bit near the end of this game, and you can't be relying on them over the course of 80 minutes to get you across the line. So Malainn progressed to the stage they were at last year as well, to the semi-finals, and on the evening, Damien, deservedly so.
Absolutely, yeah. 7 points is what Muff managed to add on to their total from the end of normal time, whereas Malainn were able to add on significantly more than that. They added on 2 goals and 4, so that 10-point tally that they got in the extra time of the game was probably winning you extra time in most occasions, and Malainn are very deserving winners here. They advance to the semi-final of the Intermediate Championship. They can put their feet up tomorrow and watch the 3 other quarterfinals, including Paul, your own Buncrana, who are playing Naomh Columba tomorrow in Convoy, and they'll be formidable at the back end of this championship, as they always are, Paul.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been knocking on the door over the course of the last few years. They have that experience. They've been able to utilise the squad all season long. And a word to Daniel Malarkey in goals this evening. That save we go back to in the first half was first class. His kickouts, his dominance in around the area, from the high ball threat that was imposed by Naomh Padraig throughout the game. So they've got the players, they've got the experience, and they've got the hunger, no question about that, because they've been, as I say, knocking on the door the last few years. They reckon this is the most open championship we have yet, so they'll fancy their chances the same as anybody else in the last 4.
Paul McGonigal, the Intermediate Championship winner with Buncrana back in 2004, and the former Donegal player and indeed a selector with Jim McGuinness back in 2014 with the Donegal senior football team. Thank you very much for your expert analysis tonight, and I'm joined here now by Paul Gallagher, the Malainn manager, who has just overseen his team. If you come down this side of me here, Paul, take this mic, who's just overseen his team advance to the semi-final of the Intermediate Championship after a phenomenal game of football here tonight. Hard-stopping stuff, Paul. How did you just manage to pull that off at the end?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I had a feeling, I got up this morning, I had a feeling it was going to go to extra time. Yeah. And especially after the drawn game the last time, I don't know, both sides had men down cramping, and that's tight football.
Tight going. Like 1:18 in normal time, both sides scored that. Like you said, built up that lead. O'Neill had put up a couple of brilliant 2-pointers to open up the 4-point lead, but Muff, to their credit, came back and they managed to force the game to extra time. What were you thinking? What were you saying in the dressing room at the end of normal time to your team?
Well, we knew that we played part of that second half with a man down, the black card, and we came from 4 points down. So we had a feeling, we knew the football was there if we'd not panic on the ball, and get it to the shooters, and it's simple as that, really. We knew we had it in us to come back, and if even just hold on to the ball and work the scores. Because I think in the first half, the first 15 minutes or part of that first half, we were bringing the ball into contact far too much. And we were getting a lot of football, but we were getting drawn into the tackles and the big hits, and we were just getting turned over. And Muff's running game was killing us then. So. That was a big part of the talk, even at half-time. was stop bringing it into contact and keep the width as well.
Aye. And you just managed to do that superbly well. Like exactly that second quarter of the game, Muff really got a bit of a run on you. She's reassessed at half time. You came back from the 3 points down at half time, forced the game to extra time, and then those goals. I think it was of Finn Ward and Josh Conlon.
Finn Ward, yeah, got the goal. Finn popped up.
Might have got 1-1 even like in the extra time.
Yeah. So it was good. Like men coming off the bench there as well. Some big players, you know, and even the boys came off. Sean O'Neill came off. Got his rest, came back on for the second half of extra time.
Yeah,
you know, and like
Taylor Boner too.
Taylor came on there at the end because Kieran, Taylor's played fullback at underage and against Kevin as well. You know, so he's had them tussles before. Just trying to get the matchups right. And like Sean O'Neill, I thought had a great second half there as well.
Absolutely.
You know, and once he got that first point, the confidence just grew and grew.
And Daniel Malarkey as well made an absolutely stunning save there in the second half as well. Like you know that obviously kept you in it at that particular time as well. Like
so no, Daniel's been a massive plus since he's back as well. And Zach broke his arm just a few days before the Buncrana game. Yeah. And another goalkeeper broke his finger there training a few weeks ago. You know, so Daniel's really stepped in there and pulled us out.
And tell me, that puts Malainn into the semi-final of the Intermediate Championship now for the third year in a row anyway, is it?
Third
I think.
Year, yeah.
So use that bit of championship nous and that bit of championship experience, you were able to bring that to bear here tonight. Like, and you know, there's been a lot of talk about the Malainn team. There's been a transition from last year. There's quite a number of the players that were involved playing last year have retired or are travelling, whatever the case might be. But the know-how from the players that remain was very evident there tonight, and you know, you had leaders all over the field, and I mean, I think Christopher McLaughlin as well as the captain was still full of running there at the very end of the game. Like, so a good bit of experience. You're looking forward to the semi-finals, no doubt.
Yeah, looking forward. Hope I'm not as nervous now, to be honest with you. But I think, the experience that them boys bring, and like we spoke about it early at the start of the year as well. Like, and them boys, you know, they've been in the semi-final the last couple of years, and that's where they want to get back to. You know, and even though we've lost, I don't know, 8 players from the last year's championship team, like the rest of the boys stood up, you know, and fair play to them. Like the other men, Josh, Christy, Sean, they've all stepped up themselves. Kieran at fullback, you know, and they took on that mantle where the older boys what we used to carry, you know, and they're good heads, good calm heads in the dressing room and training, you know. So. Yeah,
and it's a wonderful place to be in a championship winning team that's going through the rounds at this stage of the year. You've navigated through the quarter final. You'll be looking forward now to the games tomorrow and seeing who you might be playing in the semi-final, which is next weekend as well. Like, not much time to get around, but you just have the extra day at least.
The extra day, and we'll need it now after going to extra time there as well. Like, there's a lot of sore bodies there, and the one will ease it a wee bit, but you know, we need to manage them this week now and make sure that the training is appropriate for what the load they're carrying, and hopefully we're firing again
next weekend. Paul Gallagher, the Malainn manager, thank you very much for speaking to us here on Donegal GTV. It's an absolutely tremendous performance from Malainn. They've won here by 322 to 125, defeating their Inishowen rivals Naomh Padraig from Muskaheen in a fabulous game of football. It went to extra time. So from all of us here, myself, Damien Dowds on commentary, Paul McGonigal for the expert analysis, and Paul Gallagher, the winning captain or the winning manager here from the Malainn team. We'll see you all next week, hopefully.
At Michael Murphy Sports and Leisure, we cater for everyone, from top sporting athletes to relaxed casual sporting individuals and everyone in between. We also provide a large range of teamwear services and cater for schools and clubs. Orders can be customised to your specification to suit your individual needs. From clothing to equipment, we've got you covered.